How's everyone doing? Everyone all right?
I'm pretty good. Yourself?
Okay, I put it up.
I'm fucking sleep deprived, but I'll tell you about that during the chat. It's hilarious as fuck.
We.
Oh god. Oh my god.
God, there's a channel full of people.
Spooked. Oh, it could be worse. Una could announce it on the fucking Steam group and then get 1,000 people join like the space of 5 seconds again.
Just like last time. I don't know if Yannicka will be back for this, but
it's going to be a big dinner, delicious dinner. We'll never know. We might never see Yannicka again.
Colombian style dinner.
Oh my god.
She's good to be able to talk again. Went to the dentist this morning and got teeth done and all the painkillers and stuff, and haven't been able to speak all morning.
Jesus, that don't sound good.
No. It wasn't a fun experience. I'm not gonna lie. Dentists are cruel people.
Yeah, this isn't gonna hurt, you lying bastard.
Yeah, this isn't gonna hurt at all. Don't worry. It's just a tiny drill, I swear. 5 minutes in, you're squealing and you can hear it down the corridor.
Oh, we're not using the drill. It's just water.
Yeah, high pressure water.
I think they fixed your accent when you're in pain. You go to the dentist, you lose your Irish accent, and then as soon as the pain goes, you're back to normal.
I wish. Egypt couldn't speak at all because I couldn't move my tongue to actually talk. I couldn't feel my tongue moving because of the numbness. It was weird.
Couldn't move your tongue. What are you gonna do on your Tinder dates then?
I know. Protect yourself. I know.
Wait. How PG are we actually keeping this?
It's up to Uno. I mean, I don't really care.
Uno, we need your blessing, man. PG-13. Ah, fuck. Okay.
What? PG-13. F word. Straight away. Come on, dude. Oh, that's our one swear of the chat show.
So swearing's allowed, but obviously it's not going to be like very, very bad swearing. Okay, I can do that.
We're not allowed to rap swear words, is what you're telling me.
Unless someone's got like a beep, so every time they're going to swear, they can just press a beep button.
Oh, please don't install like a jar for swearing, or I'm gonna be poor by the end of this.
Yeah, I think we need to remove the PG-13 just for Pope because I don't think he can make it.
I'm a foul-mouthed man. Oh wow, great! This is how I'm known as the foul-mouthed, the fucking foul-mouthed at mod. I don't fucking hate this shit. I know, man. Pope will be, yeah.
Okay, let's just get into it now because I think everyone that wants to be here will be here already. So just a quick reminder of what this is for people that weren't here last week. It's just a place for the community to learn a bit more about each other, just members of the community. We go one by one with guests. It's a great way for you guys to just sort of get caught up on who's who, what memes are what memes, just a chill community evening with me, Pope, and whichever guest we have. Topics will vary to person, obviously. So today would be more CSGO oriented because that's what LK is into. But obviously it'll be Fnatic related as well. It gets to, we do personal and we do Fnatic as well. So it's a bit of both. All right. Everything's a bit experimental on how this is going. We don't know what the optimal format is yet, but we're still figuring it out. Feedback, please, after the show. Today, I don't think we're doing anything games-wise. I think it's all just up to whether or not LK wants to play CSGO with whoever afterwards. He can teach you how to get to Global Elite.
It's an easy road. It's fine. Everyone could do it. If I can do it, anyone could do it.
So we'll just move into this week's Discord news. Just rounding up last week's news. See what people think of this. So first up, it actually turns out that Arya isn't actually a man, but
wait, you're doing news?
Yeah, I'm doing news.
Okay.
Let's get right into the news. I'm gonna get
Yeah,
sued right now.
I'm actually guilty of assuming her gender. I don't know what you think of that, but I tend to assume whoever's online is a guy, just straight up. It's helped me with Ashley, but this time it kind of bit me in the bum a bit.
I mean, it is the internet. Like, the rule does apply. You know, you just have to assume everyone's a male, and anyone who says otherwise is an FBI agent. So, it's protected. It's a dog eat dog world out there. You know, you never know who you're gonna get sued by on the internet for assuming their gender in 2017. But
Talking about assuming genders, you know, guess who's in the chat right now? Because we have the young rat who was catfished the other day. Catfished by a guy.
Wait, what?
Pope, this is your story to tell, isn't it?
No. This is. Oh no. It wasn't that. It's kind of a big story. It was there may be this slight mix up on this where I was told it was a catfish, but it was actually a catfish. So he basically caught a pike, and it wasn't actually a catfish. I'm just very uneducated on fish, apparently.
So you lied to me.
No. There's misinformation communicated to me by a man who speaks very little English.
Why are you gonna give me fake news for?
Fake news. Well, you see, I'm sorry, sure. Whoa, calm down there. Popes don't lie. We just spread the butter a bit thinner, you know.
Well, I'm not apologizing for the fake news. I still think he was catfished. I want to believe. Anyway, second on our list we have Stan, who was able to escape from the fields of wheat he was lost in last week. I've seen him around a bit, but I think he's just like touring France, just lost, trying to get home. I'm imagining Stan just going through fields looking for sheep, saying, "Do you know where home is?"
I actually imagine it's him and the current Prime Minister of England, actually. You know, the naughtiest thing she'd ever done is won through the wheat fields as a child. So her and Stan are currently frogging the wheat fields together.
My God.
I don't want to imagine Theresa May and fucking Stan in fields of wheat together.
Frogging the fields, you know, conquering castles, taking over lands, you know. Just the way it is.
So
I
disgusting.
just mentioned Theresa May. Why?
Anyway, moving on. We've got one of our regulars was banned, Mr. Kaiwade. So he was banned because of various sort of, what's the word I'm looking for here?
Offences?
Thank you. Yeah, that's the one. He did do the recording for last week. The reason why he was banned, he did have 5 different warnings, I think, and he kind of ignored all of them, unfortunately. So it was a really tough decision. We did try our best to keep him here, but obviously you can't break the rules because they're there for a reason. So we do give leeway if you've been around. We do trust people, but sometimes you can't take the piss, you know. So
yeah, basically stay on the right side of the law. No one's immune here. Everyone can be executed here.
You're not in a position to threaten people. You're not a mod anymore. You step down.
I can speak the word of the Lord and pass it on anyway.
Okay, can do your job.
How the system works. I know the system. I am the system.
All right, moving on. We've got and we've got a member of our Discord actually. He's attending this event in Hong Kong. He's attending a league event, so he's supporting our old players, Xpeke and Cyanide. It's pretty cool, I thought. What do you guys think of that?
Wait, the event or the guy for Discord?
I don't know, just the whole idea of just going all the way to Hong Kong to see Europe play. I thought it was pretty cool. It's good commitment.
If you're going to see Europe win, then you best be ready, because Taiwan, number one, you know, you're not going to beat Taiwan. Taiwan is pretty the greatest region.
The irony is that we actually lost to Taiwan in that tournament, so
Taiwan #1. But yeah, no, that's pretty good commitment. Honestly, huge amount of props to the guy. Who was the guy who went?
I'll tell you what, I've forgotten his name now. His name's
Oh.
pinned in his name's pinned in League of Legends. I pinned it earlier today. But anyway, everyone's getting confused of why I'm talking about some random guy in Hong Kong. Okay, last bit of news. So, rumor has it that one of our moderators, his sexuality is a bit more ambiguous because it seems that Arya and Walshy have been flirting in public for the last week. So,
Oh no.
we realized there's a possibility that maybe he's not just into robots, unless Arya is a robot, of course.
I mean, maybe. Now, this could be a very long con, right? It actually isn't Walshy who made Arya. It's actually the other guy who develops Flarebot who made Arya to lure Walshy into a false sense of security to get full control over Flarebot.
You mean arson, right?
Yeah. Like,
So, I think Taylor was in on this because Taylor's Walsh's right-hand man.
exactly. This is all plot for him to get 100% control over Flarebot. Also, that's a fake picture. You can't prove it, right?
Your picture right now is a picture with you and Weldon, so I don't think you can hide that very
#main game
easily.
by Weldon Green meme machine.
Okay, so let's move on to introducing the both of you. So everyone knows who I am. I'm Loki. Nothing really special to talk about here. I'm very happy to announce the triumphant return of the Lord Pope of Riot.
Woohoo! Who's Pope? Oh, me. Yeah.
He's the Bear of Berlin, the man who snores, the Belfast heartbreaker, the natural storyteller. Welcome back,
Thanks
Pope.
very much. It's good to be back. If you're ever looking for techniques and tips on how to burn yourself with a phone, I'm your man. I can teach you 4 different ways to burn yourself with a phone.
Okay, I just need to ask how.
Well, the first time was a bit of an accident where I may have left it on charge and sort of woke up in the morning and it was very hot and grabbed it with my hand. And because it was early in the morning, I just sort of realized, well, this phone's very hot, and burnt my hand and then threw it in the ground. So that was the very first time I did it. The second time I fell asleep on it and burnt my arm. The other time it kind of went a bit on fire in my pocket and hurt quite a bit. And the last time the battery exploded. So yeah, I have good track record with phones being in my pocket and them not going well. So
What kind of phone is it?
Be careful of the dangers having your phones in your pocket, especially if they're HTC phones or Samsung, especially Samsung.
HTC phone paid by Steve.
Paid by Steve.
So you stepped down because of health issues. So how have you been feeling actually, other than burning yourself?
The dentist did a number or two, so I'm a bit better in the mouth department, but I'm okay. I'm doing a bit better. They're giving me all that's very fancy medication, you know. All the NHS's finest, you know. So
No,
I can't complain.
Now you don't actually know LK that well because I think he started getting active once you left. So it's a perfect opportunity for me to introduce him to you as well.
Mm-hmm.
So chat, I'd like you to imagine something, okay? So I want you to picture someone mid to late 20s.
Supports Rock Avenger.
Now we actually have a few stories of you from Berlin. I can't go into too many because I don't want to spoil all of them all in one go. There's one thing I want to get off my chest right here, and that's your fucking snoring.
Dude, it's been like a month. He's still not over this.
Okay, so the first day that we get there, right? I'm perfectly fine. I arrive in Berlin. I meet Pope outside the airport, and we start talking. And this guy's hilarious. He's probably one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life, right? So for the next 4 hours, he's just making me laugh nonstop, and I'm starting to feel sick because he's making me laugh so hard. Eventually, I feel myself dying on the way to LCS. Was it LCS? No, it's Rift Rivals. So
It was the we went to a motel. Oh yeah, it was the Rift Rivals. Yeah, actually, it was the Rift Rivals.
Yeah, on the train ride there, I was like, my face, like you can ask Snuffle, you can ask Pope. I was completely out of it. I didn't think I was gonna make it.
Yeah,
I don't know
he was
why.
dying.
I was actually dying, but eventually I was fine throughout the event and getting back. And when it was time to sleep, I was like, everyone was assigning rooms, right? So I got assigned a room with Pope. It was like a hostel, so it was like 5 people sharing one sort of big room, but the rooms were separated. So there was 3 beds on one side, and Pope and me on the other side. So we both fall asleep because we're tired. And then what happens is I wake up in the middle of the night feeling super sick, and I just hear the loudest snoring I've ever heard in my life. Oh my God, it was horrendous. It was like a bear just sleeping on the other side of the room. It was like I actually went out the room because I felt like I was gonna throw up. So I just kind of like left the room. I went down the hall and I could still fucking hear him snoring. I could still hear him down the hall. Like this guy just I was surprised that no one just came out of their rooms and just like knocked on our door saying, quiet the fuck down. Just someone like put a pillow on his face or something. It was so traumatizing. There's like and I was like trying to poke him like, Pope, are you okay? Are you still alive? You sound like you're gonna die or something at any point. And if, I was like so tempted to just pull the pillow from under him, just push it on his face, so I couldn't hear it anymore. But then eventually I just slapped his face and he woke up and he was like, huh, what is it? And I was like, you're snoring really loud. Keep it down. He's like, huh, okay. And then he just falls back asleep and then continues snoring like nothing happened. I'm like, oh fuck's sake.
I have no memory of this, by the way. Like, yeah, I know I had a really bad sleeping schedule, and pretty much I slept like 1 day a week the whole day. Like, so say it was Wednesday pretty much, and I had arrived in Berlin on Tuesday and then get to sleep on the Wednesday.
Do you want to go into why you didn't go to sleep on the Wednesday?
Because that person I think's here, so I don't want to.
Okay, we'll keep it a secret.
So I didn't get to go to sleep, and go ready to sleep the whole day on Wednesday, and I didn't get to sleep at all. So on the first day, I was more exhausted than I've ever been in my life, and I just remember I just fall asleep and I could sleep. I literally just sleep the whole day. I just skip a whole day. Well, I used to just skip a whole day the whole week. So yeah, that's quite why I snore so loud, because I get so little sleep. But
then later on, you actually ended up making a girl cry, didn't you? Because this is why you're a heartbreaker, aren't you? Because you just made this poor girl cry, and I saw it with my own eyes as well. The hope in this girl's eyes.
Basically, at the end of Rift Rivals, there was there's posters on the walls, and you could take them off, and so I went and took down a G2 the Phoenix One poster, basically as holding the G2 one, and it was the last day Rift Rivals, and this girl walks up to me with this G2 jersey, and just sort of looks at me, and is like looking at me with these very sad eyes, like, can she have the poster, the G2 poster? And I'm like, I just look at her and just go, sorry, this is mine, I'm a very big fan. And just walk away. Like, she's just looking at me so upset. Like, she just wants this that's all she wanted. Like, that's all she wanted was this G2 poster. And I just looked at her and was like, sorry, big fan, and just walked away. Just left her standing there looking at me, so upset, wanting this poster. Like, she was just so
crushed
upset.
her dreams completely.
Yeah, she was actually so sad. She was just so upset. I just stuck it in the suitcase and walked on. I've never seen someone look so broken over a poster in my life.
I was trying so hard not to laugh at that moment. Like, this poor girl looks like she's about to cry, and I'm just there, like, holding it, trying not to burst out laughing right next to her.
I was just looking at her like, bitch thinks she's gonna get my poster. Do you know who owns this poster? I own this poster. I had to go out here, run out of that stadium, and steal this poster off the wall. and you're gonna try and take it from me with sad eyes. Go fuck, get out of here, kid.
You made a chick cry over a poster. That is. I have to applaud you for that.
Yeah, it was honestly like it was she just had to know, you know, that that's what was gonna happen. Like, I mean, I wasn't giving it up. She was insane to think I'd give her up a poster just because she looked sad. Like, I am not some kind of canned random individual.
Oh my god, that picture. So obviously later on, you told we were in the airport for hours, and you told me the legendary stories about penguins and polar bears. Do you want to go into that as well?
Okay. So
You can tell it better than I ever could. Like I tried last week, but I just couldn't get it as good as you could. So
you've all seen the film The Titanic, like yeah, and you've all seen the ending scene of The Titanic, wherever on the where your woman Rose and Jack's in the water, and we're sitting at the end, and it's like she's like, Jack, come back, Jack, you know, that sort of way. Basically, there was a me, my brother, and my father were all watching Titanic one day, and my mother says to us, "Why didn't the polar bears kill the people in the water?" Right?
Oh my god.
And me and my dad turned around, me and my brother turned around to look at her to say, "What?" And she just says, "The polar bears. Why didn't the polar bears kill the people who were in the water?" And we say, "What?" You know, we keep asking her to repeat this. Then she tells us the polar bears were on the iceberg that killed the people in the Titanic. Like, it crashed in to the Titanic and like killed the people. The polar bears went into the water and killed the people afterwards and ate them. Like, we were sitting there in this chair, absolutely gobsmacked. We couldn't believe I just heard these words come out of her mouth. You know, it was just one of the most stupidest things I've ever heard in my life. It was completely and utterly gobsmacked. I had to get convinced myself that she wasn't my mother for about a solid 10 seconds. And yeah, insult contest would be pretty interesting, I'm not gonna lie. The penguins. There's a couple of things with penguins, honestly. But
wait, before you go on to penguins, tell them her theory about why polar bears are going extinct.
Right. No, polar bears are going extinct because, right, you ever see why people shear animals, like shear sheep for their wool? People shear polar bears, and that's why polar bears are going extinct. People shear them and they die of the cold. People go to wherever polar bears are and shear them, and they die of the cold.
But who's shaving them though? Who's shaving them for their fur?
Oh shit! Who was it? Oh my god, I can't remember who it was.
One word.
Oh my.
Americans.
Oh, yes, it was Americans. Americans were shaving them for their wool. Sorry, not wool. For fur. Americans were shearing polar bears for their fur, for their celebrities to have white fur coats. That's what it was. Yeah, we are. And the polar bear shearers, you know what I mean? The region who shears polar bears.
So what was it about penguins now?
There's a couple of theories about penguins. Which one do you want?
The one about why they can't fly.
Get me started on that one again. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Get me started on that one again because I'm kind of fuzzy on it. Like,
so penguins can't fly, right? So your mum had a theory as to why they can't fly. She thinks that they can actually still fly, right? But the reason why they're not flying
because of planes. Because they can on planes. yes. Polar penguins can still fly, but it's just a case of they don't want to because they can get on planes now and fly places because they're really easy, pretty much. Like, I'm deadly serious. Like, they just get on the planes and just fly instead because apparently flying is just too much effort for them now, pretty much.
But then you showed them a fake video, didn't
Yeah,
you?
yeah, I
them-
showed them a video. The reason it started was 'cause I showed them BBC released on April Fools a video of penguins flying as a joke. So we did like a CGI one. I showed her it and she just started like going like, "Listen, I knew it was true. I knew it was true. Penguins can still fly." It's too. Oh, I don't know.
Didn't you
They're-
tell? Didn't
they're
you
a bit-
tell her that it was because people weren't letting them on the
Yeah,
planes
people
anymore?
weren't letting them on planes anymore, so we had to start flying again. Yeah, the penguins were allowed on planes. It was also that's a fake image. Penguins aren't allowed on planes, dude. That's illegal. You know, penguins cause damage. The planes are too heavy. Oh no, I remember. Like, you ever see emperor penguins? How tall they are?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say who it was, but someone in my family thought they were 6 foot. Like, they could grow to about 6'2", 6'4".
What?
Right? They thought emperor penguins are actually taller than humans. Like, massive, big, bloody penguins. UC Davis, yeah, they rule for UC Davis. You know what I mean? They're 6'4", rule for UC Davis, slapping anyone. You know what I mean?
Now the final thing is that about your Tinder adventures. This is a good one. We have loads of Tinder stories about you, but we'll keep them for now because we have to actually move on to LK.
No, it's cool, man. I want to hear some Tinder stories.
Is it the wagon? Are we talking about the wagon? Yeah.
This is the one that I've wanted you guys to listen to, but you weren't here last week, so this is the time. This is the best story he's ever told. Please tell us the legend of the wagon.
Right. So, pretty much, right? Tinder, right? Classical swipe right. You both swipe right. You know, you're both swiping right at each other. You get a bit cheeky messages going. You see, you have a lot in common. You know, you're feeling the connection there. You're like, right, okay, we'll go on a date. You know, this could be great. We'll go on a date, right? Get to the date. You go to a cinema. You go to a cheeky restaurant after, right? You're sitting there. And then something comes up, right? The topic of wagons, right? Now, you take yourself, right? You're an ordinary person, right? You're sitting there looking at this person. You just had a good film. Well, I can't even remember what I want to say, but it was a good film, right? Good shit. You enjoyed it. Good bit of crack, good bit of banter, you know, bit of fun. But so you're sitting there, and she just says, you know, I don't understand how people used wagons. Like, you can't lift the wagons. Also, crack in here means like banter, pretty much. So we all say a good bit of crack. Yeah, good. I just checking that before I finished it. But yeah, so she says the humans can't lift wagons, so I wonder how like one of her wagons fell over, like how they fixed it. I looked at her like, what do you mean, like humans can't lift wagons? Apparently, it is impossible for humans to lift wagons and could not do it without machinery. Like, we're too heavy to lift, apparently, right? So we argued in a restaurant for an hour and a half about the ability for humans to lift wagons. I mean, it was not like a simple argument, like, you know, a bit of back and forth. This was like full on, like, shouting at each other about wagons, about like the ability to lift wagons. I was like, literally 3 people can lift a wagon. She said, that is impossible. Wagons are too heavy to be lifted. Like, we need like we need to like tie up them, like pull them up and stuff, you know, actual machinery to lift it. And I was like, are you actually brain dead? Are you brain dead? Like, humans can lift wagons. They did not have the machinery to lift them if they fell over on the fly. Like, you know, people can lift cars. How can you not lift a bloody wagon? So she argued this for literally an hour and a half. And it was like, had the audacity, the absolute audacity to say to me, do you want to go on a second date? I was like, fuck off.
Tell him about the tell him about the diagram.
Like, I was just like, no, it's not happening. Like, why would I do that at all? Like, it just, I was so gobsmacked that I just argued with someone for an hour and a half over the ability for humans to lift wagons. I couldn't believe it. Like, it was genuinely mind-blowing for me. Yeah, it was one of those wagons.
Oh no.
It was one of those wagons, and I was like, how can you be so dumb to think you can't lift a wagon? Like, what goes through your head to make you think that? Oh yeah, no, oh my god! I think hold on, wait there. Why I'm doing that? No, basically like they left the wagon. We actually did the miles for it. Yeah, like I did the miles for it whenever I got home. It frustrated me that much, right? And legit, it takes 3 humans or 2 overly large humans and half a dwarf, right? That was the mobs. It takes 2 6-foot tall people and a 5'2" person to lift a wagon, half a right? Or half a dwarf, right? Legitimately, it either takes 2 over 6. They lift it back up off its side. Hold on, I think I still have the diagram on my phone. But basically, like you have half because it was on his left hand side. It was on his left hand side. It was on his left hand side, and it was missing away. So 3 people had to push it upwards on the outside and then stick the lead back on to weigh it. So it did. So basically, we're sitting there and like we're just sitting, stopping, drawing a diagram, right? So we get the wagon and so I draw a very shitty wagon, and stick it on side, and I get 2 arrows pointing upwards of wherever people are going to lift the wagon in blue, and then wherever I going to try and push it to. And this diagram was so dumb. Like it was such a terribly drawn diagram. Hold on, I'm definitely sure my phone still has this diagram because I can remember drawing it. Yeah, I think I do. Hold on a second, or I'll just search in chat for it. Actually, I'll just search in chat because yeah.
I just can't believe you drew one though. Like you actually went on a Tinder date and you drew this. You drew this diagram for her to prove that 2 men and half a dwarf could lift a wagon. It's just so ridiculous. So yeah, this is the legendary story behind the wagon. That's why we have a wagon emote. In Berlin, actually, we saw a horse-drawn wagon, and Pope obviously lost his shit and had to get a selfie with it. But yeah, it made him feel so fulfilled to see a wagon being drawn in Berlin during I don't know what time. It's like midday or something. He wanted to ride on the wagon, but obviously we had better things to do.
Yeah, this was the diagram.
Oh my god.
As you can tell, I am a master artiste, right? I'm an absolute master artist. It is a wagon. And the diagram of the green, the blue arrow is the person lifting the wagon. The orange one is the other person lifting the wagon, and the stick man is the person who's going to hold the wagon on the other side while they balance it again. It's a wagon, leave me alone.
We've got Da Vinci right here, the Irish Da Vinci.
Yeah. This is definitely one of my favorite masterpieces. And I was drawing it on my phone. Like I couldn't have we didn't have like any actual like drawing pads or anything, so I had to just draw it on my phone. Like I was just sitting there trying to draw it. Like an absolute idiot. Just this is like look at the circles. Like this is how you lift the wagon. She was just looking at me like I was an absolute retard. So yeah, it was a fun experience. I can recommend Tinder. Yeah, you're gonna go right. It was a case of she was more brain dead than me because she was arguing humans can't lift a wagon, right? But my drawing skills may have been terrible and it may have been absolute shit. As you can tell, I definitely passed art. It's just a case of our wagon. Like, I couldn't believe this. I still have dreams about it tonight till this day about how bad this experience was.
But having said all that, I think we are neglecting Mr. LK.
Yeah. Move on to killer.
No, dude, I'm crying. I'm crying.
It's not a case of who won the argument because we haven't spoken since then, basically. Because I've seen her a couple of times because she went to an event I went to recently, before Berlin, but I just completely ignored her. Like I was just like, no, I'm not staying here. Like I can't be near her. I gotta start an absolute fucking rad in this place if I have to speak to this woman.
So you didn't take her out on a second date?
Definitely not. No, I didn't even respond to the message. You just I unmatched right after.
You even unmatched her. You
Yeah.
bastard.
Damn right it did.
Why? She could have been the one. You never know.
Yeah, no, I couldn't deal with anyone who doesn't believe in a wagon that can't be gifted. Honestly, like that would drive me insane. Like that would genuinely bother me.
Yeah, but think of it this way: if you two ever had an argument, just be like, "Yeah, so about that wagon thing, yeah, that'd be it." The argument would just escalate into something else, and you forget what it will be about.
Right? It's kind of a case of like you would see. You ever see those documentaries about husbands like murder their wives over like stupid stuff?
Yes.
That's what it would be. That's what it would be. You would see me on Jeremy Kay. Oh, what ended your relationship? Oh, she doesn't believe wagons can be gifted. I would be that guy on Jeremy Kay. But looks like an absolutely insane guy. I would be that man.
This is why I don't think you should have unmatched her. It was like for science, you should have just kept going just to see how long it would last.
No, because I genuinely was getting like agitated at the thought of it at one point. Like a couple of days after, I was getting agitated at the thought of it. Like it was really annoying me.
Wait, was it a case of like as soon as the date ended, it was like you went on Tinder and went, nah, fuck this shit, I'm out.
No,
I'm
no,
literally just out.
it was like I came home that night. It was the night RMP was looking for a relationship advice, and I just came in and basically stole everything he was doing by telling the story about the wagon. Right? He had been talking for maybe half an hour about like his, like he was struggling like confess to someone pretty much, and they're trying to help him.
We'll go into that another time.
Yeah,
by the way,
we'll go into
we don't have time for this one. This is another big story. But,
yeah. I just basically came in and just took over by talking about how much this bitch didn't believe in gifted wagons. Like, I was just like, why? I literally ruined RME something by like coming in and stealing his thunder about this wagon. Anyway, yeah, that was the wagon story. But yeah, no, the next morning, like she just sent a message. So, like, are you willing to, go on like a second date? And like, I sort of looked at her for about 5 minutes and just unmatched her like right away.
Okay, now
I'm crying. Okay, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, so now moving on from the legendary story that is the wagon, we're going to talk about you, Mr. LK, because you are, I mean, you'd be forgiven for not knowing this, but you are actually the star of this show today.
Yeah.
No, man, Pope's the MVP. Right away.
Well, you can see why I wanted him as my co-host. This is why I missed him so much, because he's just got a gift for storytelling, you see. This is him in his element. You just let him go, and he just flies off the rails.
Like when you see those old movies where like people sitting around a campfire and there's that guy there with like a big fabulous beard and he just tells stories of like how he slayed dragons and all this kind of shit. That's Pope. That is Pope. I don't care what anyone says.
Thank you, sir. It's a very kind compliment. Also, I can't slay dragons as the Pope of a religion. That'd be pretty messy.
You go to Nathan's chair.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start off with something basic now. Let's take the tone down a little bit. How have you found the Discord so far? Because you've been here for about a month now, haven't you? Month or two?
I think I officially joined it in April, May, and just started really getting active as soon as ECS pretty much finished. So what was that, 25th of June?
Yeah, you were quite shy, I think, because you didn't really talk too much before you met me.
Yeah, it was just a case of obviously that whole kind of click that everyone kind of gets where they go into a new Discord where there's loads of people and be like, okay, where do I begin here? Who do I talk to? What do I do? Kind of thing.
This is why we have the show, though, for reasons like that, so that you can get into these cliques.
Yeah, to bring you into the inner circle, you know, into the memes, bring you right into the news.
But it's the way you gotta do it, man. You gotta just kind of, you know, I met Loki obviously because it was kind of like, okay, who's going ECS? And I was like, well, this is kind of the opportunity to kind of say hello to everyone, and that was pretty much it. It was like, Loki, let's kind of all do like a meetup, and here I am talking to Loki like it's nothing.
It's just
the true story of this Discord, honestly. Yeah, the Legend Killer and Loki X. Boundaries can't stop them
why am I always in the middle of love stories?
because
Mr.
I
Steal
say
Your
so.
Girl, motherfucker.
Exactly.
That's why Yannico says talking to him feels like nothing. I'm just. It's not him that has to feel anything when he talks to me. It's his other half.
Oh no.
Fresh man, lad, Mr. Steal Your Wife.
The worst thing was that we were talking about her the whole time in the last episode, and she listened to the whole thing.
Oh no.
So now she's in on it.
Oh, she knows the name. I think he's bad man.
She's on to me now. But the fact that I'm still alive means that she's going with it. She's rolling with it.
Isn't she in the Discord as well?
She actually is, yeah. She talked the other day, I think. She was asking me why I called her a drug dealer.
Well, hit me up, fam.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she slid into my DMs briefly.
Briefly, like, was it just a pardon visit? Just, oh, hello, sir, I'm here to slide in the video. Like, it's kind of like you see when the kids get stuck in the slide midway, and then someone has to help them out. Was it like that?
Oh no.
Like, she sort of slid about halfway in, then got stuck in the middle, got stuck in the door pretty much, and then yeah, they sort of Yannico sort of pulled her out, you know.
No, it was more like a quick sort of bait and switch because he was on to us, you know. So we didn't have much time together.
The Irish switcheroo.
The classic Irish switcheroo.
Fucking classic. But yeah,
Teaching how the French invade the Swedish extravaganza.
The Swedish extravaganza was the shit. Also, so yeah, do you care how does it feel now to be part of these social circles? Do you regret your decision immensely, or do you know? Have you sort of molded into the spot? Have you felt the chips come off your shoulder? You know, have you been molded into a fang statue of art that we can all admire now? You know, and look up to.
Well, like in this Discord, like the thing is, I obviously kind of hung about in more CS:GO stuff, and thankfully the major was coming up, so there was quite a lot to talk about, and there was a lot of people that could, you know, I could kind of interact with. So it was just a case of like, okay, these people talking about CS. I know a little bit about CS, so I'm just going to talk to them about CS. And I've known Hawkey for a little while. I knew him way before even the Discord. Like I've had it on Steam for God knows how long, and a few other kind of members of Fnatic. So it was kind of easy just to kind of blend in and, you know, interact with everyone, just be friendly. Like it's not hard to just be friendly with people. Like when someone joins, hey, welcome. Like, you know, don't be afraid to chat. And that's kind of the mantra I've held since I've kind of joined.
Now, obviously, you started off like everyone else, a normal user, and you're a moderator now. So why don't you tell us a bit about what it was like being a normal user and how is it different from being a mod?
Honestly, like I know it's going to sound like a very cliche answer, but it doesn't feel any different. To me, it's just a case of that, you know, being in the Discord, like overall, it's just a case of that I'm talking to people, I value everyone's opinion, I'm kind of going to put my input in there. And then when it comes to actually doing the moderator stuff and the more activity kind of stuff, that comes like naturally to me. I've always kind of wanted to be the guy that diffuses a situation, or always been the guy to kind of go to staff and say, hey, do you need a hand with anything? You know, is there anything that I can help to kind of lift some weight off your shoulders? And, you know, that I think that you guys kind of appreciated and saw that I wasn't a guy that was actually out looking for moderator or anything like that. I was just someone that wanted to just help out and be friendly.
How did it feel when you were being told that you were going to be a moderator?
The honest answer or politically correct answer?
Whichever you.
Well, I had to throw away a pair of Calvins because I think I shat myself. Yeah, it was literally like, hey, so you got two, like, I think it was Uno. He's like, so basically, we want to get you on board, like with the CS stuff. There isn't really, we want to get you involved in some CS projects. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I'll do some projects. And he was like, no, but it means you'll be a moderator. I was like, hey, what? A moderator? Okay, so that means I'm gonna have a pretty green name and stuff like that. It's like, yep. So I got it. I had to go and get some water and wash my face. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of screamed a little bit like, fuck yeah, woo, kind of thing. But obviously, I'm not gonna kill your ears or anything like that. Came back, and then there was the green name, and yeah, pretty much as Scott's just said, I felt like a grown up. I felt like I'd gone through puberty, and hey, here I am now. I'm a big boy.
You're more like an old man now, aren't you? Because you're in your 30s.
Oh my fucking god! Yes, I'm. Everyone, you know what the weird part was? I was in voice chat like all day today, and people would just call me Daddy LK. There it is, Daddy LK. So I'm now officially the dad of the group. So
yeah, you're on. So there's some basis there for calling you 30 years old. You mean we could even go higher? You could probably be 40, maybe.
Well, Jacoby's 41 from Papa Roach. So if you want to call me 41, I'll take that.
Okay, happy birthday.
Thank you, sir. Fucking asshole. Hate you.
I mean, depends, there's advantages to being 40, look at the positives. People can call you daddy and it isn't as weird as it is when you're 20. Look at the positives.
Yeah, but the problem is I'm 40 years old and I've never been married, so that kind of looks a bit bad on my record. Also, don't have kids, so
we can forge a marriage certificate. It's alright, don't worry. I'm Irish. We can make all these things up. We can say she died in a potato farming accident.
Potato farm, for fuck's sake, man! I'm Mediterranean. She died by donkey. Okay.
Yes.
She died to my donkey. My donkey Stelios. He took her to the farm. The lemon tree fell on her. She dead. It's okay.
Wait, the donkey took her. If your wife was getting taken by a donkey to a lemon tree, I would be quite worried, honestly, my friend.
No, she would harvest during the summer, and we'd send them all to the farms to sell, and the tree fell on her. So I don't know.
I'm not sure that's the worst Mediterranean sort of voice I've heard, or the best one, honestly. Like it might be a mixture of both.
We don't have Ryan here to evaluate.
That's true.
No, man. So being 40, yeah, man, has its advantages and disadvantages. I mean, I found a grey hair in my eyebrow the other day, and I cried for about an hour. But yeah, the feels, man. Literally, like, you go check yourself out in the mirror because you feel like the shit, and there's this big fucking grey hair there. You're just like, oh, fuck my life. Advantages of it. Everyone calls you daddy, and you get a lot of love. So,
do you still get asked for ID at clubs and bars?
Yes, I do. When I shave, I have a baby face. Apparently, I mean, I know Loki probably could confirm it. Lily probably can confirm it. I think Scott's could even confirm it. You know what it's like, man. When you just don't shave, like, you end up looking like the creepy guy that everyone's looking for on Crime Watch.
Speak for yourself, man. I keep a clean beard.
That's true.
Dude, 3 hairs on your chin is not a clean beard. Come on now.
3 hairs on my chin. What are you talking about?
Oh, fuck you. Lily, you can confirm that I look like a baby face when I shave.
She's not going to confirm anything. But actually, speaking of being a mod and stuff and being an old man, it's kind of difficult for you because you were kind of thrown into the deep end when you started, because as soon as you started, they were like, oh yeah, by the way, you're hosting the 1v1 tournament. And then they just announced it on Steam. We just got 1 billion people come in.
King segue, I can respect that.
Okay, so there is a story to that, and I'm so sorry. As much as I love you, you're a bastard. I love you, but you're a bastard. Basically, the day literally that I got mod, Uno kind of sat me down and was just like, okay, so first order of business, we want you to do a 1v1 tournament between 16 to 32 people. You know, just do what you got to do. And I was like, okay, I've got a couple of maps in mind. I read through a couple of old rule books that Snuffle sent to me. So I was like, okay, they've got a pretty standard system. Let's see what we can do. So me and Uno are sitting there on Discord, and I've written up like a whole kind of thing to say, you know, introducing community 1v1 CSGO tournament. And so I'm like, okay, cool. And then Uno's like, oh, should I put it in the Steam group? Thinking it's the Fnatic Discord group. By the way, guys, if you're not a part of that, join it on Steam now. And I'm just kind of like sitting there, and I was like, all right, cool. You know what? Put it on there. Like, you got nothing to lose. I'm just gonna go and grab a drink. Anyway, as soon as I get up, come back, I get a phone call. So I'm just gonna quickly take this phone call. So I'm sitting there, and all I hear is Uno go, "What the fucking shit?" I was like, right, I gotta go. Bye. Put the phone down. Literally, I come in. I was like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" He's like, "Look at General." I swear to God, I want to say about 200 people joined within the space of 5 seconds. I literally shit my pants. I said, Uno, what the fuck did you do? Like, there's only like 60 people in this Discord group. He was like, in this Steam group. He's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I was like, the Steam group. He's like, no, I put it in the official Fnatic Steam group, which has over 460,000 members. So I was like, oh, fuck. And I could hear Uno panicking. So I was like, right, if he's going to panic, I just need to chill out. Like, it's not a problem. We can do this. So we did it, and it seemed to settle down. So we done a kind of process that, you know, it was like, you know, we need your name, we need your rank, all this kind of stuff. So we done that. We managed to get enough people. And yeah, we ended up getting, you know, a few numbers that we just didn't expect. Like, there was people we said that you couldn't be over a certain rank, and they were. So it was like, yeah, you can't really participate. Then we said, like, you know, preferably from US and EU. If you're going to be from outside, it's going to cause a couple of issues. We've had a couple of people join from outside the EU, but we've seemed to kind of get around that, and there hasn't really been much issues. The only kind of issues that people have been having is they're not really checking community events. I think it was like the second or third round of maps or matches. I think I DQ'd about 10 people because they just didn't turn up.
I know.
So
okay, you should be PMing it, every single one of us. You hadn't us know what's happening, man. Come on.
Yeah. You know, I only tagged you in a post. I can't help you fucking look at it, can I? No, literally. People are like, why have I been DQ'd? And I was like, well, you haven't answered. I can't make you look at these fucking things, man. Like, you know, come on the Discord like once a day, even come in first thing in the morning just to kind of catch up on everything. But it's kind of shown because the people that were just here to kind of win a free Fnatic prize or something like that have kind of all pissed off, and the people that actually do want to stay as part of the community have stayed, and that's a really cool thing. Like, there's a couple of people in here now that were initially here just for the tournament that I didn't know before, but I'm hoping that they're going to stay here because we are going to be doing some stuff in the future. Can't say what, because one, I don't know, and two, it's yet to be determined.
So going on from that, what was probably the hardest thing about being a mod for you so far?
Okay, this is going to sound weird, but kind of battling myself, because I've got two personas. I've got the nice guy, and I've got the asshole. So the asshole in me takes no shit. So if someone's going to talk shit or spam or something like that, yes, bipolar Loki, fuck you, then I'm kind of going to, I've got to talk to you, and obviously I'm going to warn you, which isn't a problem. But then there's also that kind of side of, what are the rules here? Is it like a soft ban where like I just kick you out the server, or is it like a hard ban where, you know, you're kind of gone? And there's been situations where I've kind of had to sit there and say, okay, I'm going to do this as a hard ban, and there could be repercussions for it, but as long as I've got evidence, like I'm kind of safe. So that's been kind of the issues, and I think I doubled my bans just in the last 2 days alone from what I had. But saying that, I've only banned 3 people, and then it went up to 6. So yeah, we can move on swiftly from those numbers.
So you're telling me you could be my angel or my demon? Is what you're telling me?
It depends if you call me daddy.
Good dad and bad dad, you know.
There you go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
No,
No, Alexia, you don't have to call me daddy. It's fine.
no, actually, we're moving on to something very interesting. This is one of the topics I've been looking forward to.
Uh-oh.
So, this is actually, so the word on the street is, there's a certain someone in the Discord that you're getting a little close with. Do you have anything to say about that?
If you toss any comment, now keep in mind your lawyer isn't here, so you know I can act as a temporary lawyer if you want, but I'm not going to defend you. Just reference.
So
She's here, so be careful.
No. Like I know that it's here. I can't believe that you'd bring Walshy into this, but no. Like I said to you before we even admitted this, like I'm gonna be as brutally honest as possible. Like whatever you ask me, I'm pretty much gonna answer it unless it's like personal details or anything like that. So yes, there is a certain someone in this Discord that I've been speaking to since I believe it was June. And this certain individual, everyone fucking knows who it is. So me and her have been chatting since June.
Do you want to name her?
Yeah, fuck it. Him. What? Did you just say him?
Of course.
Sorry. Do you want to name her?
Yeah, I can. Her name is Lily. I can see her. She's probably going red and cringing in her chair knowing her because that's just what she does. Yeah, so we've been chatting pretty much since like June. And, you know, honestly, like we've just been kind of chatting about everything and anything. So it pretty much started out as me kind of giving her like a what's the word? Like a philosophical bollocking. So I joined a chat. Basically, I joined a Discord chat from someone that I kind of knew through a friend playing CSGO, and she was in there, and pretty much she was there talking to this guy who's like 16 years old, and he was basically saying, "Oh, the friend zone," and she was like, "No, the friend zone's there for, like, you know, the friend zone's there because if you're friend zoned, you're friend zoned." Basically, the guy really fancied Lily. She was like, "Nah, mate, you're too young," and "Nah, mate, you're just not my type." So
funny how he was too young and she ends up with a 41-year-old guy.
Lily's not too young, don't worry. But yes. So then I just literally sat there and gave her a philosophical book and I said, what defines someone being put in the friend zone? And she was basically like, you know, if you like someone but if you don't like them that way, you just want them as like a friend. I said, okay, so what you're telling me is this is a person of someone of the opposite sex. Oh my God, what the fuck did you just write? This is a member of someone that's of the opposite sex that you talk to about anything and that you get close to without kind of letting anything happen. She was like, yeah. So I was like, so basically what you're saying is you're still allowing yourself to kind of be in that situation where something could happen, but you're just trying to block it. She's like, well, yeah. And I was like, so what happens if he smooth talks you enough to kind of let your defenses down? You've let down your defense, so he's basically going to get through the friend zone. And with that, she just had no response.
Well, to be fair, I'm on her side here because I think that the friend zone exists for a good reason, and that's because people don't make their intentions known. But even if they make their intentions known, just because you like someone doesn't mean they have to like you back.
You see, I don't consider it more of a friendship. I don't consider it more of a friend zone. I consider it more of, you've seen Attack on Titan. You ever see Wave versus the districts? I consider it like the Attack on Titan districts, you know? Right? Like, I don't really watch Attack on Titan, right? But I consider it like...
Hope, we're talking about the friend zone, not Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I know, but this relates to a friend zone, right? The outer layer is the friend zone, and they have to try and scale through the different layers. They eventually get to the center where they're no longer in the friend zone. I like to think there's 3 different stages. You know, you start off in the very, very, very far friend zone, and you maybe get past the first barrier. You know, you're in there. You know, this barrier is what that takes the men, the boys. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The people who can smooth talk with people who can't. So you get through wall 2. You're like, sweet, in there, lad. You know, sliding those the end. You're maybe going the cheeky coffee date, right? But then you get to the first. This is why the barrier breaks the men. You know, this is why this one will break everyone, because they say, "Oh, I thought this only a date as friends," and then when you hear that one, this is what makes or breaks you. You know what I mean? This next response decides whether you're gonna stay in that zone or you're gonna break through and head on and, you know, capture it all. So yeah, I considered 3 different zones pretty much, rather than just one. See, I think the zone is too general. I like to think of it as a giant wall you have to climb, you know, and get through more so.
Oh no, I definitely agree. Like, it's just the way you approach it.
Yeah,
Like,
much.
I mean, like, for example, you know that classic cliche of like, sorry to anyone that's listening to this that's female and they might get offended by this, but I'm not going to offend anyone. You know, like, there's that cliche of the big like hench guy that works out and all that kind of shit, and he goes over to a chick and he's like, "Hey, let's go out," and then she's meant to like fall in love and all that kind of shit. Now, man, my theory is that anyone can get with anyone. Basically, to get into a relationship with anyone, it's like a combination to a safe. You just need to learn what dials are correct and what makes it work. And I stand by that.
Actually, Pope's living example of this, isn't he? Because Pope, you're not exactly in shape, are you?
No,
you're like
no, definitely not. But you know, it's just a case of yeah, I'm gonna start saying I am not fit at all. But you know, it's just a case of how you work your way around it. You know, you have to make use of your talents. You know.
See, I agree, but the problem was I'm gonna go back to your Wagon story. You and the Wagon chick had an argument, so instantly, you know, the dials just weren't clicking, and you were like, "Nah, fuck this shit, I'm out," kind of thing. She was like, "No, I'm not going into this right now." So that was just like, I think she ballsed it up more, because obviously you would like, "Yeah, I'll match her," even though you matched each other, but you get what I mean. It has to be a connection from both sides. But yeah, so
speaking so speaking of connections, how is it that you and Lily managed to connect after that conversation?
It was quite funny because she said that she used to watch wrestling, and that was a night that one of my ex-bosses works for head of security for WWE, and he invited me out to go do some work with him. So pretty much May 9th, I went to, I think it was O2. Yeah, it was the O2, and I was doing security there. And yeah, it was SmackDown, and I was doing security there. Went backstage, got to chill with Orton, got to chill with AJ Styles, and I was just kind of tweeting her. I was just like, "Hey, met Randy," and I showed her saying that he signed for me. And then I went and done some work with AJ Styles, and she was just like, "Oh, fuck you," kind of thing, and we just kind of didn't stop talking. So we found the same interest in music. We liked the same kind of games, and yeah, that was it, and we're still talking to this day. So
you actually met up with her, didn't you? You met up in London, because she's all the way down in the Isle of Wight, which is down south, very far south, and you are in London.
Yeah.
So how did that meetup go? Talk us through it.
Well, I mean, to be honest, one of those ones, like, for me, and this is probably going to be news to her, because she's going to be like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, I'm going to scare you. I'm just going to leave you in suspense for a couple of seconds there, Lily. How does it feel, huh? Yeah. So pretty much, let me quickly go on my calendar and have a look. Yeah. So she was coming down on the 16th of June, which was a Friday. And pretty much it was, I don't know what she was like, but I think she was nervous. Like, I can read people, but I'm not gonna lie, I was treating this as like a date. I just basically was like, "Come down to London, let's chill out." And in my head, I was like, "Okay, this is potentially like a date." And yeah, she came down. I took her all around London. I took her to, took her all the way to around London. I took her to like my favorite places like Camden, Shoreditch, South Bank. Like, I just showed her pretty much, all around London, and showed her like what it's like. And to be honest, she was just like, "Oh my god, like, I love London. This is like what I want to do. So this is where I want to live." I took her to East End, yeah. So pretty much it was just like we couldn't stop talking, couldn't stop laughing, and then on the Sunday I took her back to the train station and said goodbye, and I think pretty much we're just kind of waiting to see each other again. But whenever I'm not working, she is, and vice versa.
Alexia wants to know, did you guys kiss?
I got the wrong train. I did. Did we kiss? Ah, fuck it. Yeah, we did.
Oh yeah, boy.
Pope, it was a kiss. Calm down.
Yeah, no. But that's the first step, you know what I mean?
Oh my wiener dog, please, man, come on now. But yeah, like I said to you, she's probably gone really red and she's probably gonna drop me a DM like, what the fuck? But no, like honestly, like she was super cool, and we're trying to arrange for her to come down at some point soon, so I can just take her around London again.
I mean, we almost met, me and her, because you wanted her to come with you to ECS.
Mhm.
So I could have actually met Lily.
Yep.
Without realizing it.
The
But,
dangers are the dangers are, dude. The dangers bringing Loki into close presence. Fuck.
Nah,
That's
man.
the risky game, dude.
No, the thing is, like, I don't know what kind of beef that Yannico and Loki have, but as far as I'm concerned, like, that girl's stolen. So, like, the thing is, between like me and Loki, I think we shared like a really nice moment, and read people like this, fuck. So we had like a nice moment. We shared a subway together. You can vouch for that, Loki. We had a good time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do you two share a foot long together, right?
I mean, I think there's kind of an agreement that I would stay away. I would not pull a Colombia on this, a Colombian job.
Yep. A Colombian job. You make it sound like a dodgy fucking drug smuggle or something.
What else am I meant to call it? Colombian maneuver or something?
Oh, Colombian maneuver. That just sounds like some kind of. I'm just not even gonna say. But yeah, so.
Yeah.
But the thing was, I was let me start again. I was originally meant to get VIP for ECS, not like the seats that I was in. I was meant to be like, you know, the front row that was right at the front. I was meant to get up there, but the guy that was meant to hook me up just didn't even bother. So what initially I had planned was, I said to Lily, like, why don't you come down to London, take you to ECS, like, you know, come and enjoy your first kind of esports event. And then she was like, oh, I would, but I'm going on holiday. And I was like, well, fuck. Okay, that's, you know, that's fine. That's cool. I can just go and just chill out and enjoy it because I had a few friends that were going to be there. So pretty much she went on holiday and then she drops me a message. She's like, hey, I can get back in time of the final. And I was like, there's no more fucking tickets. It's already sold out. So I was a bit like, at the same time, like, as much as I enjoyed myself, I was like, I knew that she would have. But, you know, I've said to her that she's going next year and that obviously the one thing that I did want to kind of say is if anyone is planning on going to ECS, anyone that lives in the UK and wants to come over, I do want to do like a huge meetup because I know there was only like, what, a handful of us, like 8 or anything like that. How many was there, Loki?
Yeah, about 5 to 8, I think. It wasn't much of a crowd, but it was pretty cool that we had so many people that were actually in the Discord, but most of them didn't actually talk, so I think it was only just me and Mad Scott who were the regulars.
Yeah. I remember Mad Scott, obviously. He was pretty cool, actually. Like, I was chatting to him, can we take pictures with you and some autographs? Yep, you can. Why not? The thing was, obviously, everyone that was there wanted to get to kind of know a little bit better because you're socializing. Like, that's what you do at the events. So, obviously, I met you, Loki. We chat, we spoke, and obviously, like, I explained to you a little bit of CS. Like, we watched a couple of games. Spoke to Mad Scott, who, you know, he told me about his job and what he did, and that was super, super cool. Like, I was actually a little bit jealous, not gonna lie. And then obviously we got to speak to Eric and Tanny and a couple of other people. You obviously helped them out while getting bullied by the security.
Oh yeah, that's one experience. That guy had such a power trip. It was insane. Eric is like, okay, if you do this for me, if you help me get all these signatures, then I'll help you get this signed by the players. Your hat. So I go around to the queue, and I'm like standing there with the iPad, just taking signatures, you know, helping him out, doing like official Fnatic work here as a volunteer. And then the security guard comes up to me and goes, do you have a staff wristband? I said, no, I'm just helping them out, you know. They asked me to help out, so this is what I'm doing. He goes, you need to go to them and get some credentials. So I go over to Tanny and I'm saying, you know, I need a wristband because they don't want me to help you. And she said, well, I haven't got any because we don't exactly keep them stockpiled or anything. So I just ignored it then and just kept going, helping out. I got like, I don't know, 100 signatures or something for the raffle. Then he comes back to me and he goes, did you get the credentials? And I said, no. I mean, but if you don't believe me, you can always ask them. They're over there. Like, they did ask me to help them. So he goes, no. It's not them telling me. It's me telling them. And then like points to them. And I'm like, okay, man. Well, you take your job a bit too seriously.
That guy was such an asshole.
It was like he had nothing better to do but to just like harass this brown kid with an iPad.
Well, when you put it in that context.
Like, the thing was, I bought Eric a beer. Like, literally, nothing, sinister or anything. I literally just wanted to buy Eric a beer. He was literally kind of shepherding the crowd to kind of get the signatures. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna get this guy a beer. So I got him a beer, and like I'm trying to give it to him. Security's like, excuse me, you can't get in line. I was like, no, excuse me, I'm just going to speak to him. No, you can't. I said, no, excuse me, I'm here helping Fnatic out. Can you step aside? I'm giving him a beer, and that was it. He just couldn't say shit because Eric then came and said, oh, thank you for my beer, and it was just like, say something, bitch. Okay, you come on.
It's because you're older. That's why you have that like presence of a 40-year-old. He can't like. He has to respect his elders,
The ways old sage agent killer, the village elder.
But yeah, so
4 years old, man. Fuck.
So back to Lily. Just
Yep,
one last thing. Well, two things actually.
Uh-oh.
Because this I'm not done with this topic, even though you've taken it on a tangent. I know what you're doing. I'm onto you.
What?
He's got your own number.
You gotta tell me two things now. First of all, what do you like most about her?
Oh God.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm just gonna let the chat just kind of go through a second. Let me just see what the fuck there's. Oh, of course, yes. What is it? Okay, so to answer your question, very cheesy. What is there not to like about her? Like, she's stunning. She's got a heart of gold. She's a really nice person. Like there isn't much that I can kind of say that would kind of justify it. Like, she's super nice. Like, whenever I've just been on a downer, like, she's always kind of been there just to kind of cheer me up. So honestly, like, I've been someone that's been pretty kind of secluded and speak to myself, like kind of kept to myself, and she's kind of trying to break away the walls. So that's kind of cool to know.
Well, she's listening, right? So if you have something that you want to tell her in front of everyone, you have absolutely all the time in the world. You have the floor. Do you want to send her a message?
Lily? Lily.
Ignore the chat.
Oh God, look at the ring. No, literally.
Ignore the chat. Just focus.
I'm focusing. So literally, all I want to say is, Lily, you need to hurry up and come to London, because we need to hang out, we need to celebrate your birthday, and we need to fuck the chat. What the fuck are you guys doing? And we just need to chill out and just fucking have a good time like we did last time. Oh my God.
As we say in Belfast, get her buck, lad.
Nah, bruv, ain't even like that. She doesn't drink.
No. It's a different thing.
Nah, man, ain't even like that. We need to plant the bomb on your A site. Oh, I'm done. I'm actually done.
I fucking love you, man, Scott. I love you so much, dude. Pin them up.
Nah, literally, just don't stop. Oh my God, don't prefer to rush B, for fuck's sake. Nah, literally, just hurry up and come to London. We need to celebrate your birthday. Don't ever not be yourself, because you're an amazing person. And yeah, never forget that. I'm not going to embarrass her anymore because I'm getting PM like fuck. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it like that.
Can we give Bad Scott a medal for that one comment?
He might just be a shout for MVP. Just
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
thinking it.
Honestly, like, there was this, and then there was the Miffy good objective for vision control thing. Like, they are two bangers in the course of a month. I have huge props for that guy.
That looks amazing.
Oh, and also, Lily's parents love me, so I'm just gonna throw that in there just to kind of stir the pot a little bit.
Do I cook nice dinners?
So I think they're the real power couple of the month, because obviously Arya and Walshy have been messing around these last couple of days, but I think this one's been in the works for months. You see, so I'm on this ship. You see, I'm with LK and Lily.
So
So
he's got to be man. Because the whole thing with Walshy, he's I'm waiting to see the chemistry develop a little bit more. You know, like this kind of thing, you shouldn't be rushed. You gotta take it slow. And if it happens, which Walshy, you better fucking happen, or I'm coming up there and I'm gonna slap the crap out of you.
hit him with the chair. That's how you express love.
Yeah. But I got nothing else to say on that. Like honestly, like
You see, I think you guys are aiming for the wrong ship. Like, you guys are all going for, the male, female ones, or some people, that sort of way. I'm going for the greatest ship of all. I'm going for the, no, not even the Hawk and New Guardian Engineer. I'm going for the Dutch RMA. The relationship that can really bond, do you know what I mean?
Dutch and RME, that's the most random thing I've ever heard.
No. Think about it. Both of them have extreme inability to talk to women, but they can talk to each other. Dutch
That's actually genius.
Yeah,
Why haven't I
right.
thought of this?
Dutch brings him the 20 chicken nuggets and he runs it off on the football pitch, you know what I mean? Genius.
I mean,
Yeah,
and the thing is that RME would text him that day when it's the moment to.
Exactly. And Dutch would be waiting for it. There's just so much chemistry here,
This is genius. I can't believe I hadn't thought of this.
This has been my favorite ship for months, the Dutch RMA,
I don't even need to we don't need to teach them anything. It's not even about teaching them how to talk to women. They can just
talk to each other and they cover, like, you've seen in Berlin, there's chemistry there, you know what I mean? We're both from the same country. That's pretty much me sold,
Oh, we all know what he was doing in the shower. For an hour.
No. We're not talking about it.
We'll move on from that.
There was another story just before that as well, but I don't think we should go into that until he's a guest.
Yeah, he's a guest.
I've never seen someone run that fast before. I just want to.
He was too fast, too furious. Like, I thought I was watching fucking Sonic. Like, it was insane.
As soon as the train stopped, he was just off to the hotel. He even ran the wrong way.
Oh my god.
I just see him running in the other direction, and I'm like, Dutch, where are you going? It's this way. He just like turns around, runs past me. Then when he gets there, he realizes that he doesn't have the key because I have to check in.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah. Back to LK. Sorry. This is...
It's fine. Okay.
Back to LK. Okay. So let's talk about the real LK right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about your history as a person. So we're going to go back 40 years to your youth.
Was everything in black and white in those days? Like, is that what it was? Or was there no colors, the way TV presents it,
TV, what's that?
Oh, God, yeah, he must be old.
Yeah, I'm old as fuck, man. But, yeah, so going back to my story. Okay, what can I tell you about my story? So school, 14 GCSEs, went to A-level, got fuck all A-levels, went to uni, studied IT forensics and security because I wanted to be an ethical hacker. In 2000
Wait, I just had the funniest image because you said ethical hacker.
Yeah.
I thought for some reason I thought it was ethnic hacker. So
Oh yeah. So someone calls me up. Hello, this is Stelios. You want me to hack your computer? Yes. Okay, I do it, my friend. Don't worry. Don't worry. Eat this kebab and I finish it. Don't worry. Don't worry. Nah. But in 2000,
Like, what would they even teach in an ethnic hacker class? Like, you must change your skin color.
all Mediterraneans, please go to room A. Everyone else, go to like
They give,
literally.
they give you face masks, you know, blackface, can't you? Whatever you prefer, you know, all these different techniques to get you going. Teach you
Oh
the
my
slang of every race.
my
One thing I
God.
will say is that actually, in future, we probably should have a picture of every guest that comes on, just because
Oh,
people are
no.
just going mad with all these memes that they make.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
No.
Obviously, I'm not giving them a picture of myself, but I'll ask the guests that come on.
Oh, you're not giving them a picture.
I've actually got a picture of you. Like, if I have permission to put it in the chat.
No, you don't. I have to see it first.
Dude, it's a meme. I promise you.
There's one of me dabbing with your
Oh, is
and,
it the
you know,
Keemstar one?
Yeah, it is the Keemstar one.
Go for it.
Yeah.
let's just keep in mind there is a picture of me somewhere of me dabbing with Yuki. So, but Yuki's not dabbing, but I'm dabbing in the picture. So I did eventually win my war, but I always wanted to win. I did dab.
You did.
Oh no, has it been found? Oh,
I think my favorite one is Guardian. He just turned me into Nightwing. He put like a mask on my
Oh
face.
yeah.
God.
Loki by day, Loki X by night, or something. If I was better looking, I'd be okay with my picture everywhere, but it's okay. Anyway,
It's alright, man.
back to you again and your ethnic hacking.
Yeah, ethnic hacking, fuck. So in 2005, 2004, Counter-Strike Source came out, and in 2005, a friend of mine just gave it to me and started playing it. Told me to just start playing it. So I haven't really put Counter-Strike down since 2005, like mid 2005. And obviously CS:GO came out in 2012. Started playing that. And yeah, pretty much I've just kind of enjoyed the whole kind of gaming scene.
So your tip to how to get to global elite is just to play CS:GO for 10 years or something.
No, I mean, people always say like once you're global, like you're insane, you're the best. Global doesn't mean anything. Like a lot of people I've seen have been carried to global, and then as soon as they go into a game on their own, they're just terrible. They're just absolutely terrible. I mean, for me, I put in 10 to 12 hours a day of training, whether it's aim training or reactions, stuff like that. Like whenever I'm in CS:GO, I'm not AFKing. I'm literally doing something. I'm literally playing the game. But obviously, if like my friends are like, let's go out party, partying does come first. Any kind of event that Fnatic play at, I'm there. Yeah, like that's what I enjoy.
Well, just for a second, do you mind uploading a photo of yourself just for the chat's sake, because they're going a bit crazy.
I don't have one on me at the minute. I've got it on my old phone, which I need to dig out somewhere. But I will do that.
Well, it might be too late because by the time you get one.
God, what happened for Roy where all the mods had used to have profile pictures of themselves? SMH, you know what I mean?
I've got my profile picture.
Same.
I'm cheating though.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know who took this photo of me? Guess who took this photo of me?
Columbia?
That's right.
You're damn right.
Oh no.
Dominance started.
I took a photo with her as well.
Oh.
Yeah, wasn't that in M&M World?
Yeah, that's right.
Wait, M word? In fact, no, go on to this another time because of that's a topic I'd be interested in.
What, Loki and Columbia and M&M World?
Even just M&M word, like I didn't know this existed.
I think we might have talked about it briefly last week. Sorry, but there's the picture. Yeah.
Oh my god. You know what that face says to me though, and like everyone can like look at it. She's like, oh yeah, look at this selfie. He's looking like, I've just stolen this chick. I'm out. Look how proud he is. Bless him.
You see, I see. It's kind of like as if you're just gonna swing her in the bus. Is that a bus? What is that in the
Yes,
background?
it is a bus.
You're just
It is
gonna
a
throw
bus.
her into the bus and just gonna drive away at full speed. You know, that's kind of what it reminds me of.
Just waiting until Yannika's not looking, and then we just
Drive off into the sunset. Sorry, not into the way.
So
It really is.
look over. I'm not actually that brown, you know. I'm quite like, I'm like milk chocolate, but on the lighter
The
scale.
forbidden chocolate, dude. The
Oh
forbidden
god.
chocolate.
No.
Oh my
We are not.
God.
We're
Someone
not
tell
telling
it to
that
me,
story.
please.
We are not telling that story. Okay? We are not telling that story of why I'm that.
The forbidden chocolate.
Oh, me and you have got to talk later.
Yeah, sure. It's okay. It's not as bad as it seems.
Yeah, I'm
But-
just getting these images in my head. I'm just putting that out there.
Okay, it is not as bad as it sounds. Okay, but I don't know. I don't know when the right time is to drop this story, but
We get permission from the people involved, dude.
yeah, we have to get her permission first.
And that is still. See, every time I think of you, okay, that is the first thing that comes into my head. Is that?
God,
I swear to God.
I just like I can't like because this person wants me to meet up tomorrow, and I now it's just gonna be on my mind the whole time.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
We'll tell you later. But
We'll
anyway,
segue.
anyway,
So,
let's go back to the real guest here.
Yep.
It's not about me.
Yep.
It's not about you. It's about okay. So let's get into ECS now because this is the first time that we actually met. So
Mhm.
what was your first impressions of the people that you met there? So you met me, Matt Scott. I think there was Rectify. There was the North dude that I was sitting with. I've forgotten his name now, but he's a cool dude, and he just joined recently.
Yes, I remember him. If I had to put it one word, I'd say bastards. No. Like everyone was really super cool. Obviously, like I just wanted to kind of get to know each other, like get to know everyone, and just kind of see what these people are like from the Discord, and just kind of see if these were people that obviously I would interact with a lot more, like through Discord, or would it be like a Discord that maybe, even though I love Fnatic, maybe a little bit out of place here. But luckily enough, like I seem to kind of get on with you. I got on with Scott. I got on with Rectify, who I'd met before actually. I met him back in December at the bunker. So it was kind of like, oh dude, I ain't seen you in time. How you been? Kind of thing. So that was super cool, and everyone just seemed like a nice community. Like it was kind of like the icebreaker for me to kind of get into the Discord and actually start talking to everyone.
You had to verify that it wasn't dodgy, so they sent me as an emissary.
Yeah, I was like, is this shit legit? Yes. Okay. But it was really cool. Like I enjoyed meeting everyone, and that's why I kind of want to do like a bigger meetup at ECS next year, because everyone just seemed really cool. And then obviously we can all kind of, I heard there was talks of like a Fnatic Discord karaoke night, which I'm not going to get involved with the singing, but fuck it, it's going to be a really good time. So that'll probably come. But yeah, like it seemed like a group of people where you could actually get in and interact with everyone and have a giggle. So, but honestly, that's kind of what I was going to do, and everyone was nice, so I hung about, and that was it.
So were you always planning on going to ECS? Like how far in advance did you plan to go? Because I just kind of did it spur of the moment. Oh, ECS is in London, might as well go. It wasn't like a big deal for me because I'm more of a casual CSGO fan. So how long was this in the works for you?
Well, for me, like I said, any event that Fnatic's at, I'm there. So, I knew about ECS from a while ago, so I was like, yep, going to ECS. But the thing was, I normally tend to kind of go VIP with a couple of my friends. Obviously, they play the game, so they're like, hey, can you hook me up? And they always hook me up. But this particular occasion, they said, well, because it's London, we thought you'd be able to hook yourself up. So I was like, oh, okay. So I managed to get there and I got in, but there was a bit of an issue with the ticket because they thought I wasn't VIP when I actually was. Just for everyone that wants to see a picture from ECS, here's probably my favorite one that I took. I think that's a pretty dope picture.
Why don't you tell us about how you found the event?
I found the event really good. You know, I've been to Cologne, I went to Atlanta, I went to DreamHack, I've been to all of the big events. I went to Krakow. I've been to every event that's worth going to, and honestly, UK crowds are just fucking mental. You know, we had the beach volleyballs that have been flying about. I've actually got the beach volleyball, the very first one that they released at ECS. I've got it behind me. Like, there was no way in hell I was letting someone jack that. I was like, nah, I'll keep it. And then obviously, if they ask for it back, I can give it back, and no one did. So that's kind of like a claim to fame right there. The event itself, like in terms of matches, we didn't play too well. You know, it sucks, it happens. But, you know, I was kind of making sure that everyone was okay, that they weren't too hard on themselves. But you could see the disappointment when they were coming out to do the signings and all that kind of stuff. You could see how fucking mortified they were. But luckily, the people that were there just kind of cheered them up. In terms of actually the other games, SK just blew the fucking, yeah, just wow. There's no words. FaZe done exceptionally. I just really enjoyed the event. The actual matches themselves were pretty good. I think the first night I didn't get home till I think it was 3 a.m. And so I had to get up then at 6 a.m. to get there for the doors at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, by the second day you were kind of out of it, weren't you?
Yep, I'd had 2 hours sleep. And
The
my
worst-
eyes were like swollen.
The worst thing was that you were right at the front of the crowd,
Mhm.
so the camera was constantly on you.
You saw me then, yeah?
You're making faces in the screen. How can I not see you?
Well, the thing was, and if anyone can find the video, if not, I'll link it. There's a, I am in a famous moments from ECS video. I'm not going to say which one I am, but basically it's when a guy holds up a sign saying, Kyo, your girlfriend's hot. And I'm just going to let your imaginations run wild. Pretty much that was me.
You had nothing to do with Kyo's girlfriend. Stop trying to big yourself up there, okay?
Well, I know Chloe. She's actually all right, but it's Kyo's girlfriend. Like, you're not gonna kind of chat to someone else's chick while he's standing there. He's gonna be like, "The fuck is this guy?" I mean,
hello, you're speaking to me, okay?
yeah, but yeah, I'd take that back. But Kyo knows who I am, so it's pretty cool. It's all cool. So it was quite nice that meeting a few of the pros there, and obviously when someone put Kyo, your girlfriend's hot, that was it. I was done. I still talk to the guy that does it now. Like, he had me on Steam. I was like, fuck it, let's have a giggle. This is a really cool guy. But he said that he's going to ECS next year, so that's going to be a bit of a mad piss up.
One of the things I really like about you is that because I'm a casual CS:GO viewer, so I don't actually know the intricacies of the game. It's kind of like I just understand what I'm seeing, but not the sort of deeper level to it. So I think you've got kind of a gift of explaining things like the intricacies and the tactics and everything of CS:GO. You did a really great job of helping me understand properly what I was seeing. So I think it's a great opportunity for you to actually tell the chat who may be the same or maybe looking to get into CS:GO. We'll start with your relationship with Fnatic first. So because obviously you're quite passionate about it. But so let's go with first, when and why did you start supporting them?
Okay, so I actually started following Fnatic in 2007, late 2007, early 2008.
Like in your mid-30s.
Yeah,
right?
That's right. Yeah, I was 32. Bastard. Basically, I played 3 games at the time. I played Counter-Strike Source, which I was just practicing. I played a game called SWAT 4, which I played a few tournaments in ESL and won a few tournaments there. But another one was Call of Duty 4. Now, Call of Duty 4, I will still say to this day, to the day I die, will always be the best Call of Duty 4. the original, not the fucking remake shit. He's got time for that. And obviously, I didn't know about this, but there was a website called Quad V where they would always play professional games, a bit like Twitch, but it was a little bit more exclusive. You actually had to sign up for an account or anything like that.
Was this pro mod?
Yes, it was pro mod, yeah. And basically, I log into Quad V and I see a couple of teams playing. So I'm like, okay, I think it was Lowland Lions versus Meet Your Makers, and Fnatic versus someone else. I think it was Evil Geniuses. I'm not sure. And it was like Lowland Lions UK team, and I was like, okay, we have a UK team, cool. So who's the other teams? And then I saw Fnatic. I was like, oh, let's watch Fnatic. And I saw Stevie with his M4 3080-1 or something, like basically an AWP. And this guy was, I don't know, this guy was like Kenny S. Like nowadays, like just watching him play, he would flick and he would hit these amazing shots. And I was like, okay, this is awesome. Yep, that's the video. If you want to
actually, for context, one of the best COD 4 players ever.
Yes.
If not the best, from what I've heard. I wasn't actually in the scene. I just remember playing the game at boarding school. We kind of just sort of, all the boarders living at school, just sort of downloaded the game. We decided to play. I was actually pretty decent. I thought I was really good. And as soon as I saw this video, I thought, okay, I'm pretty shit at this game, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was fucking incredible. And watching Stevie play, it was phenomenal. So they actually did an event called CGS in Birmingham. And the cash prizes were like stupid. It was like first place was like $7.5K in comparison to like the $1 million that you see now in most CS tournaments now. I was like, well, fuck it, take it to like a tenner, I'm gonna go. So I managed to, save my pocket money, get up there. Oh wait, no, I'm 35. I managed to get my wages for the week, travel up there in my Jeep, I guess, and I watched it, and it was such a cool event watching these guys just play video games, and it was fucking sick. So I wanted to obviously get into that, but then COD 4 died and World at War came out. So yeah, that was that. And then since then, Fnatic has just always kind of been there. I've always been trying to stay up to date with them, but kind of fell out of it with uni and all that kind of stuff. But then CSGO came along and that was it.
So it seems like you have an affinity for shooters in particular. That seems to be the running theme of this. So you're into CS and CSGO. So for if you have a noob like Pope, for instance, who probably knows nothing, why don't you run through what you know about the history of Fnatic and CSGO? Like talk about the eras, maybe the styles, the lineups.
Oh man, I thought you wanted a short interview, not a 10-hour long one.
Also, just assuming my basis of knowledge. Well, I'm telling you, I'm straight up reporting these mods straight to Fnatic. I guess it's getting a bit ridiculous. I was assuming going on here. This is 2017, man. Anyway.
I mean, in terms of like CS, we've had some incredible lineups. We've literally had some of the best lineups ever. We've won 3 majors. Like everyone needs to know. Oh God, can I see myself in that? I can't see myself in that picture.
This is all bait. He actually is in this picture.
But yeah, so fuck yeah. So yeah, so pretty much like we had guys like Get Right, Forest, Moddy, Freeze. We had all these guys that were literally insane. And as kind of the era went, we literally passed over. We got guys like
bottom right.
Yeah, we had guys like Pronax, and then we had Devil Walk and JW and Flusher. So we had guys that literally could play a loose style of Counter-Strike and could eventually kind of always stay on top of their game, whether it was like individual 1v1 power of, they were simply better aimers versus guys that, knew how to throw nades perfectly in time and, perfectly get onto the sites without kind of any casualties. That's what we've always been good at. When it came to my favorite era, which is the 2015 era, which is when, we took over the world. There was no one better than us. NIP took 2014 with 87 wins to 0 losses. Then we came along. And we won Katowice, which was our second major. That was, incredible. That was when Olaf literally became, you know, in my opinion, he became one of the best players at that time, but just no one would admit it because he's just this new kid that's come along out of nowhere. You know, 3 months in, he's now going to be regarded as the best player. What the fuck? Then it got to Cologne. And in Cologne, I was there. That was my first major. And it was incredible. It was so, I had goosebumps. I had, you know, I could feel as The Rock would say, I felt the electricity run through my body. I could feel the millions and millions of fans just kind of screaming, you know. It was just, you can't explain it when it's a major. And just kind of sitting there and talking to some of the people, meeting some people, you just think, fuck, this is going to explode. And I'm kind of fortunate in the aspect of that quite a few of the pros that we watch on TV or on Twitch, I actually get to speak to on a regular basis. So it's really, really cool that I get to talk to them and kind of see who they are, what they do, and kind of see them outside of the game. Like when they party, they're not, you know, the guys that you see that are really, really like fucking tense. They're really loose. They like to drink. They like to party. They like to dance or challenge me to drinking contests and fucking lose. So it's really, really cool.
So let's talk about your favorite CS:GO lineups or lineup, and who's your favorite CS:GO player? We're talking all time here.
All time, Olaf. Not biased because he's Fnatic, but just Olaf. Everything about him is mesmerizing to watch. 2015 Olaf, early 2016 Olaf was just. There was no one better. Like you look at someone like Cold Zero or Fallen now, they don't touch him at all. You know, Fallen is a great sniper. He's very good with an AWP, very great IGL. But Olaf, you literally said to Olaf, right, go win us this round, and he would kill 4 guys with a Tech 9, versing guys with like AWPs and AKs. He just done it, and he made it look fucking easy. I remember there was a game against NIP in the finals, and he literally turned around, and I think he got like an ace or like a 4K with the Tech 9, and just made it look really, really simple. And he was just playing it perfectly. So Olaf definitely is up there. Like a couple of other players, Flusher. You know, when he was accused of being a hacker, which is fucking hilarious. He had a very, very weird style of lurking, which I really liked. So that's, you know, he was really good at aiming. He was just that guy that you could always kind of rely on. And then Get Right. There's no denying Get Right. He's the best lurker ever. And I really, 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 really kind of draw inspiration from him and Olaf. That's the kind of the positions that I like to play. As dodgy and weird as it's going to sound, I like to be the guy that comes along from behind and just shoots everyone rather than the head-on challenge.
You just can't say that.
What? That's what lurking is. You come from behind them and you shoot them.
Yeah, that's pretty standard.
Yeah, literally. I mean, if you see me coming, I'm dead. If I come from behind you, I'm going to shoot the shit out of you. I know what you're thinking, then stop thinking about Miss Columbia. Come on now.
I was thinking of Lily, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yuki's thrown in the cheater. Smoke grenade in the window, lad, you know what I mean?
Oh my god. But yeah, Olaf, number 1, then Get Right, then Flusher.
I was honestly thinking the same thing, but I was like, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it at all.
You know, one of those ones where you instantly say it, you instantly think, you know, you fucked up.
Yeah.
And this is going on YouTube as well. It's like, nice.
Hey, I'm cool with it. It's not me that fucked up here.
Yuki's like a fine art collector, you know what I mean? He likes to have a wide variety of samples from all around the world, so he does. And nothing will stop him in his goal. He'll collect all the prizes.
It's like playing Pokemon.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like also Fnatic. He's collecting the god cards. You know what I mean? The god cards of your moderators' girlfriends. He's going to stand next.
Oh, I'm going to September to Paris, actually.
Oh, that's true for.
So speaking of Stan, yeah, that's actually happened.
Rip.
Party time. Maybe you'll end up in the cornfield with him.
The naughtiest thing you ever done, Loki?
Run through fields of wheat, of course.
Oh my god.
You're gonna find out what happened to that goat, okay? You're gonna find out what happened.
I don't want to know. I just don't want to know. We need to actually really wanted to have Stan on as a guest, but he's been a bit busy. But this guy, he's the heart of all these memes. Like a lot of the ones that you're hearing, I've made about half of them. Matt's got probably the other half.
Yep.
But Stan, he was my he was like the first one that I just throw stuff at him and it just stick because he just doesn't contest anything. He just doesn't go, no, that's not true. He just goes along with everything.
I fucking love Stan.
Stan is like the ultimate king of banter. He just like goes with everything you
Just
say.
takes it all. Oh, what is great workout, man. Oh, I love Stan. He's such a fucking cool guy.
He's a legend, man.
Calm down. If he's a legend, stay away from him.
Yeah, I know. I have to be wary, but you calling people legends now, you know. There's hidden intentions, sir. Nah, I know you're
Alan.
What was the term? What was the lurcher? Lurker?
Lurker,
Yeah,
yes.
Come up behind everyone who's a legend and just we'll leave it at that, and you'll get people's imaginations go. That's
Well,
what hours in CS:GO.
So actually talking about Olaf because he was your favorite, there have been rumors that have gone around that Olaf and Dennis are on their way out and that the reunion has failed. So this is something that I wanted to ask you about. Like, what are your thoughts on this? And if they were to leave, who would you replace them with?
Man, that's a tough question. It's okay. So I'm just gonna put it out there that you shouldn't believe in all the rumors that you hear. A lot of rumors.
Obviously, this isn't you saying that, you know, like this is happening, or we're not saying.
Oh no.
We're just hypothetically, you know, entertaining.
Theorizing, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. I mean, I've spoken to. I'm not going to say who specifically I've spoken to or what I've spoken to them about, but I am trying to work out what's going on. Obviously, I can't give any kind of information or that kind of shit because...
No need to do that. Just
So,
like, what is your just opinion based on? Do you think it's a mistake? Do you think, you know, might be better for Olaf's career? Do you think it might be a mistake for Dennis? Where do you think he would end up? Do you think teams would take him?
Okay, so the way that I see it, this reunion needs more time. And the reason that it needs more time, in my opinion, is purely due to... I'm not putting any hate out there because I absolutely love the guy, and I think it's due to a coaching issue. Now, by this, what I mean is that Jumpy is an incredible coach. I will not say that he is a bad coach at all, but I think that we need someone that's more of a how can I put it? Vugo was more of like a motivational coach, and Pronex was the one that had all the ideas. Whereas now it's like Jumpy has all the ideas, he passes it on to Flush, who then says to the guys, we need to do this. I think that Jumpy should be made CSGO manager because we are looking for a minute. And I think that we need to get someone into that coaching position. Now, a lot of people are saying Pronax. That will never happen unless Fnatic buy Godsent, purely because Pronax is a co-founder of Godsent. And as much as I love Marcus and his incredible ability to miss fucking flights, don't ask me how, no fucking idea. His methods are still very old. They're still 2005. The thing that you have to learn about the game, whether you're playing matchmaking, professional, the way that the game is played is always going to change. It's always going to develop. Perfect. It's always going to develop into a way that you need to be on top of it. And we saw that with SK. Fnatic found a way that individual skill would get you to anywhere. That would literally get you anywhere. Then they bulldozed. They literally, as soon as they dropped Pronax and got Dennis, we won so many tournaments. We won tournaments all the way up to March, and we got Dennis in November. So then Olaf got the injury, and then SK just came along, and we're like, no, this is our scene now. And then they kind of implemented more of a tactical style, as well as that raw firepower. we've never been able to kind of keep up with the tactics. One-on-one, I think we can keep up with any team. You know, Xantares, who's one of the best aimers in the world for Space Soldiers, I think we've got him. Someone like Nico from FaZe, I think Olaf on his best day could easily get him. But I think that it's a coaching issue that we need to kind of look at. We're not saying, you know, fire Jumpy, because Jumpy is an incredible guy. I'm just saying maybe put him into more of a managerial position and get another coach in. Someone, you know, I can think of someone like Rob Ban, who was a retired player, and he came back just to help FaZe out, and now look how good they're doing.
So if you were sat with Khan right now, CGO Fnatic, and you said, look, I have this vision of how to fix Fnatic, that would be your solution, right? You'd get a motivational coach, you get someone that could sort of get their confidence going, that could sort of, you know, make them sort of that disrespectful team that they used to be.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I would do. I would literally say, we need someone that, you know, can sit down, look at some demos and say, right, this player is the weakest player. We're going to bully this guy. That sounds like a really horrible thing to say, but if you can see that someone isn't as strong of a power, kind of firepower or defensive, this is the guy that we're going to go for. And this is the guy that, you know, we're going to bulldozer. So why not do it? That was what Pronex was really good at. If you watch any of the demos where you can hear Fnatic talk, you can see that he literally said, okay, we're going to play this kind of position, and yeah, this is what we're going to do. And he wouldn't call out any rotations. All you would hear is Olaf would say 1 dead on A, then Flush would be like 2 dead middle, because he knew that his team, you know, would go out there and kind of do what they need to do to get the job done. In terms of our actual players, I think JW is looking the best we've ever seen him. He's definitely hit that vintage JW and gone a lot better. Olaf, in my opinion, I think there's something in his head that he needs to overcome. I think he's still trying to do things that he did when he was, before he was injured, but he's still able to do it, but he can't physically because of pain, or maybe his muscle memory is just not repaired. So I think that he needs to work on a little bit of individuality. Dennis, no complaints. Crims, solid as a rock. When he steps up, the man steps up. Flusher, this one hurts me. He's been hit with the in-game leading curse. And there's only a handful of people that can in-game lead and still play out of their fucking heads. And one of them that comes to mind is Fallen. He's second best player in the world. He's an AWPer, and he calls, you know, the shots. He says, okay, guys, we're going to do this. And they do it. Flusher is not able to do that. He loves, you know, leading. He loves calling shots, but he's just not able to find the balance. I think that if you were going to do anything, I would switch positions. I would maybe play Flusher as an entry and maybe switch Olaf to a lurker position. Entry-wise, you know, we're pretty solid until we go in 1-by-1, but I think that he needs to play a more central role rather than playing the lurker. Sure, it gives him a bit more time to think, but he should be able to see front hand what is going on. Also, you mentioned something about transfers, like if people were to go, who would I get in? There's quite a big dispute and big discussion about this. There was transfer talks of us years ago of getting Rain, who's now in FaZe, who has improved dramatically. Magus Boy from North, he's, you know, I don't think that he'd fit Fnatic. He's, no offense to him, he's not that good in comparison, but he's now a free agent. Someone that I really do like is Lekro. He used to play for us. People are probably going to be like, wow, what the fuck? Like, why Lekro? He's not that great. Lekro for me is one of the best talents out there that is signed to a really, you know, below par team. And that fucking pigeon's already bastard. I'll explain that pigeon story in a second. Yeah, Lekro has some raw firepower, and he's going to be good. If he gets into a decent team, he's going to be insane. Twist is one for the future. There's no denying it. He's a decent AWPer. He's an okay rifler, but he needs time. He needs more practice to kind of get into that role. Someone like Lekro, who's now 24, who's older than JW. Bear in mind, listen to that. Lekro is 24. JW is 22. JW, 3 majors. Lekro, fuck all, basically. Like, you know, you need to be in the right environment to develop properly, to develop the right kind of mentality to play in a good team. And when they played Fnatic, it just wasn't right. You could tell there was tension between the teams. Like there was too much inexperience mixed with the experience, and that's just never going to bode well. If you look at like NIP, who have signed Draken as their all-par, he's fitted in really, really well. And then they've just signed someone called Rez, and they seem to be gelling pretty well. So I want to get Lekro if we lose someone, and mainly Lekro, man. Like honestly, Lekro for me is the guy to get. Oh my god.
But what about like, would it be worth getting an in-game leader like Zeus, for instance? Because you're saying it's such an acquired skill that you either have it or you don't. So would it be worth taking an in-game leader, for instance?
See, I would say yes, but the only problem is who do you get as an in-game leader? That's the thing. There's not that many good Swedish in-game leaders. I know that obviously why do they have to be Swedish, but it's purely because of the whole language barrier thing. A team like FaZe, where they have multinational teams, players, which you don't really see in CS, it's phenomenal. Like, you know, something like that is awesome, but for our team, you need to be Swedish. A lot of the kind of jobs when you apply for, you know, anything to do Counter-Strike related in Fnatic says, you know, fluent in Swedish is kind of like a benefit. It's something that's good, something that you should do. Yeah, we should get PewDiePie. Yeah, I fucking love that picture. Yeah, so for me, I think that we should kind of, if we were going to get another IGL, we need to get someone that can also play well. But we also need someone that can kind of get the boys right now, reshape them, and turn them into something that we know they can be. We know that it's still there, that fire is still there, but they need something to just shake them up and kind of get them back into that position. I don't know what it is. I think personally it's a coaching issue. Some people are saying that some people need to leave. So an IGL could be a good shout, but I think that it's more of a coaching thing first, and then we can kind of look at replacing players.
See, my thoughts on this, and this is coming from someone that's completely casually viewing this all, is that CSGO seems to be quite a wide open sort of, when it comes to the best teams, it seems quite wide open. Because Gambit just won the major, and Immortals got to the finals as well. So it seems like it's there for the taking almost. Like there's no dominant team like there was with Fnatic. I mean, obviously you have Astralis and you have SK as the favorites, but they're not quite as dominant as Fnatic were. So it seems that like perhaps time might be the benefit here.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I agree with it. There's no denying it. The thing is, this year of CS, I'm just going to say that as bluntly as possible. This year of CS has been the most mind-blowing year of CS. I can't pick a team that has dominated. Like, you know, Astralis won the first major, then they won another title, and then they did nothing. And then Gambit have just won another major. So this year has been the most diverse, the most messed up. Like, messed up's the wrong term for it, but you can't pick who's going to win the tournament. I think that if we were to kind of go back to our days where we were destroying things, as you were saying, like if we were to go back and kind of look things casually and kind of try and understand what's going on in the scene, that kind of stuff, I personally would think that, you know, it is something that could come over time, but we need something to change now because we've had Jumpy for almost a year now and we've not won a trophy. And, you know, I was having this banter earlier with Pendulum saying, you know, Spurs haven't won a trophy in 10 years. We haven't won a title in a year, and for a CSGO team, that's just not good. Like, a lot of people start to doubt you, and that's demoralizing for the players. Like, how would you feel knowing that you're going to go to a tournament knowing that people think you're going to go out in the first 3 games? Like, it's embarrassing to yourself, you know?
So it comes with the territory when you're kind of globally, I know you say that doesn't mean anything, but it seems like a lot of people seem to respect that as a status around here. So what do you think that helps you sort of analyze the game a bit differently to sort of players that are ranked lower? I mean, obviously you say it's not quite the same as being a pro, but it surely should mean that you see the game in a way that most people don't. You can look for things that most people don't. Would you say that's the case?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, a lot of things that I tend to do after each game is I always download my demos and I watch them back, whether I've scored like a 50 bomb or whether I've got like 1 kill and like 20 deaths. I always go back and see where I messed up and what the team's doing. A lot of the times I'm watching demos and I do a little bit of coaching here and there. And the first thing that I say to people is send me 3 demos of your last 3 games because I need to know what I'm working with here. And from that kind of point, I can kind of sit there and kind of say, all right, cool. Your positioning's terrible. Your aim isn't quite good. You're looking at their feet rather than their head. You're standing in really, really open positions. So what do? I'll say to you, okay, try doing this, and this. And then I'll say, can you notice the improvement? Is there anything that you felt uncomfortable with? And I just kind of try and adapt to that. I try and kind of think, okay, this is what people are doing on, for example, on cash. They're standing in this position. How can I counter that? Again, a lot of the pro games, again, saying that I just can't stress enough, watch pro games on POV. Don't watch it on Twitch, watch it on POV. Download the demo, go through it, kind of see what your favorite player is doing. Maybe you have a play style that you want to play like. I wanted to play like Olofmeister. I'm not going to deny it. So downloaded his demos, watched it, and he taught me how to use. Oh my god! I just kind of had to go away and just want to play like Olof. So I just went away, watched his demos, and I don't play like Olof. I've made my own style up, but I like to think that I do him proud.
So I'm listening to all this, and I feel like I'm learning something. You see, so I mean, obviously, Pope's just sort of bewildered. He's just kind of, he's there like.
Yes,
oh God.
so much information, and I've never.
I don't think he's ever learned this much before in his life.
No, I haven't. You don't learn in Ireland, you see. We don't have schools. No, honestly, like in terms of esports and stuff, like for me, CS:GO, like from when I was younger and stuff, like I always played a lot of Warcraft 3 and stuff. Like at local level, if you know what I mean. But like for me, CS:GO always felt like from the outside that it wasn't like as strategically deep as other games, but whenever people talk about it, it is, if you know what I mean. Like it always feels like CS:GO from the outside look for me, that it was never like as strategically deep as like League or Dota or like that sort of way. It never felt as deep to me as other games do. But
yeah,
but when people talk about it and tell me about it, I sort of understand it a bit more and see what it is. It just it's nice to see that there is opinions, but there is like actual depth at the professional level as there is in other games. But I can't really appreciate it because I don't play the game, if you know what I mean.
No, I completely hear that. Like I was watching the Fnatic League game earlier, and I didn't have a fuck what was going on. All I saw was a guy carrying like a keg of beer and drinking and then throwing it. I was like, why would you throw the beer? Like that's a waste. Like what's going on?
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to take the piss or anything like that. That is genuinely what I saw, and I was like, I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
But I can understand like the competitive like side of it, but again, I was just like, where's the crosshair? Like why is he dead? That kind of thing.
See, the thing is with CS:GO is that I think the barrier to entry is so much lower because like someone like me, I've never played CS:GO. I played like Counter-Strike Condition Zero or something back in school, but like I've never sort of played the game properly, and I can just like tune in on Twitch and I can somewhat understand what's going on. But with League or any sort of MOBA, you watch it for the first time, you don't play the game, you're lost. But I feel like because I think a lot of new people and a lot of people have started to play CS:GO with you, and I see that they're quite appreciative of how you explain the game. So have you ever considered maybe coaching people, like trying out, coaching people to be better, what they can improve? Because you've got quite a good way of explaining things and condensing information.
I mean, I do coach at the minute. Like I'm not going to mention names. There's someone, not in this Discord, that I coached for, I think I gave them probably about, Lily, how many hours did I give her? 10 or 20 hours?
Don't ask how many hours you gave a girl to Lily.
Yeah, like 20-ish hours, and it was literally a case of there's two ways that you can coach someone. It's either, oh, you're playing like shit, don't do that, don't do this, or you can literally sit them down, understand what they're thinking, and then speak to them in a way that gets them thinking and gets their brain going. Because if you tell someone information, it's gonna go in one ear, kind of out the other. I tell it in a way that you use your own brain and kind of understand it, like yourself. You work it out, because when you work it out, you do it yourself. So I do coach here and there, like for people that I see are really passionate about it, that really want to get into the game, that have a goal. And I've coached people that started off as like Silver 1. I've coached people that are like, Golden over 4. I've coached people go from LE to global. It's just the way that you kind of sit down and analyze the games, and kind of I want to say a language barrier. There is no language barrier, but you kind of understand each other. And if I can see that someone's passionate about the game and they come to me for help, and they're willing to put in the time, the effort, and do the training maps, then I'm more than happy to coach anyone. I mean, on the side, I do it, and it's going to sound scary, but I'm not saying this is going to apply to anyone. Like, there's a few websites that you can go on that's, you can say that I'm a coach and I'll coach you for this, and there's like, people pay you to coach and stuff like that. So I do that in my spare time. I'm not going to deny it. So it'll be like a random team that want to coach for an hour. Like, okay, cool. This is what I charge, and this is what I'm gonna do. I don't know who they are. They're literally just gonna pay me for an hour, and that's it. But like my friends, literally, I have all the time in the world for you, as long as you put in the effort and do. You don't have to do as I say, because that sounds really big-headed, but you need to show me that you put in the hours. Literally, like Alexia, I spent a good couple of hours with her, say probably like 3 or 4 hours, and she'd never played the game, didn't learn spray patterns, and she still whooped Dutch's ass. I'm just going to put that out there, because like,
it's on
Dutch
recording
sauce.
now. Dutch is just going to listen to this in horror.
That's fine.
He knows he's been exposed.
It doesn't matter.
Somewhere out there in a McDonald's in Netherlands.
Dutch has done so. His chicken nuggets are shaking right now. They're gonna get burnt now because of this.
His chicken nugget sensors are tingling.
His flames are thinking. He can feel himself being flamed from a long distance.
He feels a great disturbance in the oil.
He just logs in. What the fuck did you say about me? Oh.
I have a rough idea where it is, Victor.
But yeah, it's more than fair to expect, if you're going to put time to teach someone, it's only fair that they put the hours in to show that they're serious about this, so that your time isn't wasted.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone out there wants coaching to get better at CSGO, make sure you put in the hours if you want help from LK. But moving on from CSGO, because I think I remember you were talking about Payday, actually. Payday 2, which is a game where you basically rob banks and stuff. I actually played that game. Now I want to have a bit of fun with this, and I want to ask you, if you could choose a team of 4 people from this Discord to rob a bank with you, who would you pick and why, and what would their role be?
I'm just going to put this in perspective, right? Now, I'm married.
Hope you're gonna answer this question as well afterwards. So you better be thinking.
I'm Irish, right? For starters, I may have a family member who's arrested for robbing the bank, so I'm just gonna put it in there and put it out there. So I have the tools.
Okay.
No, but it was 20 years later, so it doesn't count.
Fuck you. Fuck, a team. So 4 people, and that's including myself, or is that excluding?
Well, it depends actually, because obviously in the game you have 4 people per mission, so per heist, and then you have Bane, who kind of tells you what the objective is. So you can choose if you want to be Bane, you can choose if you want to be coordinating it from afar, or you can choose if you want to be in the thick of it. But it makes it harder for you, doesn't it? Because you have to pick 4 different people then.
That's easy. I could think of a couple already.
All
right.
So tell me who you're picking, why you're picking them, and what would their role be.
Okay, so Walshy would be my Bane, because his insane knowledge of coding. So I just want him there to kind of, if I need to hack a computer, I just connect him and he's good to go.
He's your ethnic hacker.
My ethnic hacker, yes, from the UK. I would next pick Ooh, this is pretty good. I would probably pick. Obviously, I would put myself in there because I'm a lurker, and they talk about my one taps. Anyone that plays CS:GO gets the reference. I would then, you know what? I'm just gonna put it out there, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, of course." I'm actually gonna put Lily because she'd be like the one that would kind of, you know, distract all the bank managers, then knock them out and get the keys and stuff like that for me. Okay, so that's like my what? That's like I've got 2 people left. I think Loki, you would be quite tactical, so I would put you in there. But then I need like a psychopath that's got like, you know, no fear and doesn't mind like, you know, using machine guns and just kind of being, you know, a bit of a nutcase. I mean, Pope sees things when he does LSD, so I'll probably take him if he does LSD.
No. I know someone. I can raise you one better.
Go on.
Because there we have someone in the chat right now who is a real psycho. Now this guy, I'm telling you, whenever Fnatic play League, okay, anytime one person dies, he's so angry, like he rages in the chat. He knows who he is. He knows exactly who he is. This guy gets angry so quickly.
Is this person listening right now?
Yeah, you've met this person, okay? You met him at ECS. This guy, he's your psychopath right there.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll take it. Yeah, I need my psychopath.
It's in his name, you know. Mad.
I mean, he's Scottish as well. It's in his blood.
Yeah, very true. Very true. But yeah, I think that would be my
look,
team.
he's losing it right now. He's getting mad in the chat.
he's
writing in chat.
He's getting the machine gun out here, lads. Come on.
He's already ready to go. He's like, "Where's the bank?"
Although saying that, if okay, so if it was like a stealthy mission, no, if it was a loud mission, I'd take Loki for sure. If it was a stealthy mission, I would take Uno.
Oh, the secret conspirator himself. Oh,
right,
you know the way.
There's a reason behind this. Right. I've spoken to Uno a little bit here and there, but he seems like the kind of guy who, when he gets into a situation, he knows how to keep everyone calm. I'm a raging fucking psychopath. Apparently, Mad's got a raging fucking psychopath. Lily would just kind of do as she's told, bless her. And while she's just like, you know, no, I don't mean like that's harsh. I mean like, for example, you know, someone said, okay, Lily, go and distract that person, they would go. And while he's like my eyes from the outside, so he would kind of deal with it that way. Uno knows how to keep a situation calm. I've seen him do it when he put the fucking 1v1 tournament on a 460,000 Steam group. And I said to him within my first couple of hours, what the fuck do I do? And Mr. Uno came along and took down the post. You did have a reaction, but thought on your feet. So I rate that. I hate you for it. I rate that.
Okay, so now Pope, it's your turn now.
Wait, can I have a quick breakdown of the characters here in Halo 2? I've only played it once.
Well, I mean, in the characters are a bit different. So you can pick anyone, right? But the characters, they have 5 different classes. So you have the mastermind, who basically is the sort of brains on the operation on the ground. You've got the stealth dude, who's the ghost. You've got the muscle, the guy that has the heavy weapons when things get loud. You've got the technician who works on the sort of equipment like the C4 and whatever. And then you have the last one, which is the rogue, I think it is. Is that what it is? I can't remember now. But it's kind of like...
You're talking about Hoxton, right?
No, it's the Wick class. It's the last one. The 5th one that got added.
Oh, what's the word? Fugitive, rogue.
Yeah, fugitive, that's the one. So that one's kind of like sort of an assassin, I guess.
Okay.
split one way. But
Right.
obviously this is kind of like just for fun. So you don't have to use these classes. You can have like four muscle dudes that like carry
Yeah,
machine guns if
well-
that's your style. But like this is your team, okay? So we can do one for like a loud operation, one for a stealthy one.
Okay, well, I have 4 in mind already, right? Just straight off the top of my head, right? The mastermind would definitely be Jacob Snoffle, so he would 100%. The stealth would be Guardian. The muscle would be my boy, the King, Ultra.
Oh my god, that's the best
Right.
shout.
Nah. The monks have taught him the ways of physical vengeance, how to defeat anyone. The monks have shown him the way, so he would be my muscle. That should be the technician, because I've seen that man work a fucking chicken nugget machine. Nah, I'll give him that, right? That man, he can do anything, right? He can do anything he wants. He'd also be the technician, because he's the kind of guy, he looks at a girl and he just tells her, he looks at me and he says, "Get the fuck off that seat." And someone beside me would get off the seat, so I'd imagine he just looks at the computer, tells, "Give me that fucking password," and he gets the master code for everything, He's that kind of guy, He could do whatever I needed. And Rogue, I don't know. I'm not sure about that one, honestly. It might be you, because, you never know. You never know what you're like. Okay, sometimes you're on you're Nightwing, You're a bit of a street individual. You're a bit of a, what's the term I'm looking for? Vigilante, You never know what you could do. But I'll go into reasons behind these. Snoffle, because Snoffle is the mastermind. See the fact that he was called Calendar Man tells you everything you need to know.
Oh god, no, we can't tell them the
We're not
reason.
going
No.
to. But the fact that he had calendars name is exactly the reason why I chose him. He's got that all planned, He knows he can get you 10 different calendars with the dates you need to do things on. What? Like, that's just impeccable planning skills. Stealth's Guardian, because one time he sent me a Snapchat of him breaking into his cousin's house and a yellow banana hoodie to steal a power cord in the middle of the night. Right? And see, after that, he's now my master stealth. Like, he is just the king of just stealth in general. Right? He climbed over a fucking fence to steal a power cord. Right? That is some balls of steel, right? The muscle already explained Ultra in Dutch. Ultra just whatever those monks are he's gonna come back 6'4", rose for UC Davis, tank the fuck out with all these like monk martial arts. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen to him. He's gonna come back with like the most passive, cool attitude we've met out of anyone in our lives. He's gonna be like mind-blowingly inspirational in every single quote. Like, it's gonna be insane. And Dutch, I already explained Dutch, the master technician, and Loki, because you're a bit of a vigilante, Yeah, trained by doors and the art of breaking heads. Exactly. And Ultra, yeah. He's gonna become one with nature, balance the force, Basically, if it's there, he'll probably have done it. If it exists, he's probably done it. And see, that would be my loud operation, right? For Quiet, Quiet's kind of one that's a bit more unusual, because I had to think about this one for a bit, but it would definitely, right, for like the overall stealth would be Rat, right? It's in his name. He's the young Rat, he can get into anywhere you need to fucking go. He can get in there. Catfish in the back, exactly. Right? He's the king, right? The muscle, right, would be Hoff, right? For people might not know him because he's not as active anymore, but there's a guy called Hoffy. He's on the same team as me for our League of Legends tournament, and basically we used to joke he was the toxic 15-year-old. Yeah, and he used to flame the shit out of us, like, as a joke. So I reckon he'd just walk up to the security guards and just start flaming the fuck out of them in person, and they'd just break down in tears. There's nothing they could do. Like, you would just cry violently. The technician would definitely be RMA, because that man has technical skills above what I've seen in life. You've seen the way he can work women. He can work texting. He can work Photoshop. What more do you need in a technician?
Oh my god.
Okay, you just don't understand, you know.
You're going way too far there, man. I don't. I refuse to believe RME can work women.
Dude, he didn't want to seem too keen, you know what I mean? He's just breaking her in easy, you know.
The only, there's no like, there's no world where you can convince me that RME can work women.
And the rogue would be Shane Dosh. Right?
Oh, Sean Dash, right?
Yeah, that would be Sean Dosh, right? I haven't seen him in fucking months at this point, but he would be the ultimate rogue. Like, you'd be sitting there and you'd be criticizing your operation per second. You know, you'd just be sitting saying, "Oh, you can't do this, you can't do this. That's not the most optimal way to do it." And see, eventually, you'd hate him at the start, but see, by the end, he'd be the most valuable member in the team. He's like that guy in a film who you hate at the start and love at the end. You know, he's actually the hero of the film.
Look what Sylvan wrote.
You can work with
See, I have my own team in mind for this.
Go ahead.
Go for it.
So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to try and separate this from the classes. I'm going to go my own way with this.
Okay.
Now I want someone that can just sort of keep the guards distracted. And by distracted, I mean talk to them for days. I need someone to make sure that when the alarms go off, they don't want to leave this person. They don't want to stop and leave this amazing story this person is telling. So Pope, you're my guy.
Thank you.
You tell them that wagon story while we're doing the house.
Hey guys, we're just lifting your bank notes, like lifting the wagon, see you nerds, and just run out the door.
I'm fully convinced that if a bank heist were to go down, if you told them the wagon story, the guards wouldn't bother. I could just literally be walking out with the money bags right in front of them, being like, "See you later, man." They're like, no, I'll be there in a second. I just need to know how this ends, okay? Now my insurance is like this person right here. This person is the best kind of insurance. You don't want this person angry. I know you picked some incredible psychopaths here, but like, I'm not going to call this person a psychopath, but when this person is angry, you're dead. And I mean dead. This person is unrivaled, and that is Yannika's girlfriend. That is Miss Columbia.
Wait. Was everyone saying when I called Lily that to be obvious? I think that was an obvious choice right there. Come on now.
No. But hear me out, okay? Like, can you imagine Miss Columbia with a machine gun? I can just see it, like.
He created this first
But if that were the case, then I'd just be inviting everyone, wouldn't I?
Oh, that's true. It's true.
Now here's where it gets interesting, because I need a wild card here. I need someone that can actually just be so unpredictable that it can pull out any sort of miracle when we need it. If things go wrong, I need this. That's right. You got it. This guy.
I do become Hawk.
we need the Hawk.
We need the Hawk. I'm a real symbol of American freedom.
He was such a wild card, we had to ban him. That's how wild he was. The King Hawk. They say that he's terrorizing other Discords to this day.
I read his messages on other Discords. They're fucking hilarious. I swear to God.
I actually can't believe that he got banned. Like, when we were at Rift Rivals, I just see everyone going, "Gamsu Hawk's banned," and I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, I was pretty hyped. I'm not gonna lie.
I think that was at the moment that Fnatic just beat P1 as well. So it was just like, it was like the best moment ever.
Yeah, Gamsu Hawk, Ollie. Yeah, we're in the same Discord. We're in, like, he's in Phoenix 1 still, isn't he? Yeah, exactly. That's where I read his messages, and it's too fucking funny. I actually love it.
He's like, he's for me in disguise. Now this last person is quite difficult because I had someone in mind, but it's just gone. Right, actually, yeah, I need someone that actually does know how to fire a gun, right? Because if this push comes to shove, I need someone that actually knows what they're doing with a gun. So obviously it has to be an American.
Oh my god.
So I'm thinking either Alexia
Wow.
or Uno. I'm not saying that they go out in the firing range or anything, but come on, like guns are legal there, okay? I need someone that knows what they're doing. Actually, no. No. I need Wiener Dog. This guy will be my sniper.
Oh yes, the wiener. Oh,
If this was a
wiener.
movie, I would fund this. I would crowdfund this. I don't know. I just see myself picking all these all-star teams. I mean, everyone, like I could just see Sylvan, you know, the next Ronaldo coming in with the football, trying to do keepy uppies with the the next baby, trying to do keepy uppies with the guards, or ex Pendulum just sharing them Rooney tweets, coming in pretending to be Rooney. I see like Yannico just coming in. I think Yannico would be perfect for stealth. I mean, he's like, I don't know, half my height, so he could just sort of fit in the vents and stuff, you know. Yeah, he's actually perfect. Yeah, he's perfect for backstabbing. He's like Assassin's Creed in real life.
He'd be the guy who's sitting. No, he'd be the guy who sells you out to the cops 10 years later. It'd be like, you ever see it in those films where it comes back at the very end of the film and he's like, "Oh, we've lived a good life," and all that sort of shit, and they're sitting in the house and the cops all burst down the door. And then you see at the very end, it's like a dramatic shot of the guy sitting in the police station talking. That would be Yannico. The guy sitting in the police station.
Actually, yeah, I have one more pick. This guy's like the most important part of my team. Because this guy, you know, he will do anything you ask of him. If you want him to like, you want him to jump through a window head first, he'll do it. This guy, he may get lost, so you have to like micromanage him a bit. But this guy.
Oh god.
I mean, I could just see him, you know, bringing sheep into the operation. He is, of course, the modern man, Stan. Just imagine this team of Stan, just walking in with Gamsu Hawk, you know, rolling in with Caro, Miss Columbia, and then Wiener Dog in the background.
Oh my god.
I think this is an all-star team, you know?
That is an all-star team. That's an all-star lineup, dude.
I don't even know if you can top that, though.
Wait,
I just
think about it with Stan as well. You could just overrun the bank with sheep. You know, you wouldn't even... You just hold the sheep as hostages. You don't have to hold people in danger, you know? You just get all the sheep to fly into the bank and just take all the money. Eat all the money bags.
And then you can just sort of like talk to the guards while you're at it. Like, yeah, I have a story about sheep and wagons, you know?
Well, he doesn't even have to come to the operation. He can just sit in his castle and command sheep with his giant scepter.
I thought you were going to say something else then.
Yeah, he bags in it. He's well known in the sheep community. I was like on the tip of my tongue and I went to say scepter.
Now, I think does anyone else have does either of you have another team that you have in mind before we move on? I think we should make this a weekly subject. I actually really like this.
I agree, it was pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie.
Just every guest has to come up with who they would have they'd run a bank heist with. I'll change up the heists just so that it doesn't get predictable.
Yeah.
Like rob a casino or something.
I could never rob a casino. I'd be too addicted to gambling. Like in the middle of a heist, I'd start spinning the slot machines.
Rob Stan's castle. Now that's our base of operations, man.
Rob your local off license. I mean, I would probably get Hawkeye in there somehow.
Well, no. Why would you want a lawyer in there?
Okay, because it's the perfect thing.
Because you have Yannico
the alibi.
You need someone to defend you.
No, he would be the perfect alibi. He would literally be like, okay, yeah, if we say this, we'll be all right. He would literally be sick of that.
I think he'd probably be asleep from reading into the plan too much. You know how lawyers are when it comes to reading. They just read everything. Terms and conditions. Oh god, here we go.
That one speck of dirt, they actually think's a word, you know? That one speck of dirt in the paper, if it actually looks like a word, but isn't a word at all.
I just see, like, I hand him the plan. He's like, that's it. I have to type in something better. Snuffle's here because he talks about dirt. You're his mastermind, Snuffle.
Yeah,
I don't know if you know
mastermind,
this, but you're robbing a bank with him.
Yeah, you're my mastermind in the bank robbing.
That's why you're the calendar man, after all.
Yeah, you're robbing. That's what this whole thing was. Where you, the groups do rob a bank. Yeah, that's even better. A Dutchman can fly through walls or ghosts. The flying Dutchman, you know.
Okay, so I think we can move on from this now. I was going to do a roundup of Rocket versus Fnatic, the LCS game. I'm not sure if you guys want to hear it, but we can move into community questions if not. So let me know if you want to do. Actually, you know what? Everyone knows what I think. Well, they don't, but anyone can ask me. But okay, you're the new one. You're new to the game, so why don't you give me a roundup of what you saw? Tell me what you think of the Fnatic game. I want to hear your expert analysis. I want to know what you think. Tell me.
Did you actually watch the game?
How much did you watch of the game, and tell me what you thought? Like, give me your roundup.
Yeah. So we watched from like the beginning to like the very end when they won. So yeah, we watched like both maps. So okay, so, analysis. I saw.
Walk me through the characters. You know what they were doing.
Characters. Oh, for fuck's sakes! Right. So I saw 10 different characters come along. Someone looked like they had a cute little dog thing. Someone had like a pink dinosaur. I saw the alcoholic, basically me, running around with a beer keg. I saw John Cena carrying a chair around. I saw someone looking fabulous with a scarf, just riding around like the scarf was going behind them, just flying about. And then there was like there was some sassy guy running around like flicking a coin. I was like, you sassy motherfucker. Like honestly, like it was just brilliant. Who else did I miss? I think that was pretty much in terms of what I saw.
The girl with the rocks, maybe.
The what?
Girl with the rocks. You know, surfing on this boulder, maybe.
I don't remember seeing no surfing chick.
What about the girl with the orbs?
Orbs? No, I didn't see any chick with orbs. Like mainly, all I saw was John, the alcoholic. I think that sounds like a big, an awesome story, though. To be fair, and then first thing that I see is people hiding in bushes, and then basically, you know, spazzing about. They're literally going left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then it was kind of like they were throwing Skittles at each other. I think Pendulum and I just worked out. They were just like literally throwing Skittles at each other. I don't remember seeing her. But okay. And then they kind of ran around. They were jumping in water. Then we were laughing at how Shrek was going to kind of attack them in the middle of the swamp. And then, yeah, then they started like attacking each other. Fnatic started attacking. Then Rocket kind of came back and was like, no, fuck this shit. And then Fnatic were like, no, we've got this. And then alcoholic dude came along, started drinking his fucking beer and then throwing it. I was getting mad because he was throwing perfectly good alcohol. Like, not gonna lie, who the fuck does that? A fucking keg of beer and you throw it? What the fuck?
I mean, he drinks it so much it's probably empty by then, isn't it? So
no, doesn't matter.
It's really not. You see the purple particles come out of it whenever it explodes, so that's how I know we're still drinking.
Ah, that's true, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Gragas is a disgrace of a champion. Big honestly.
I mean,
you played him in the tournament, didn't you?
No.
Didn't you play him top lane?
No, I didn't play him. Snuffle did.
Oh, Snuffle's the dirty Gragas picture.
And then out of nowhere, I saw this big fucking 3-mouth dragon dildo thing just pop up and just start getting attacked, and then they stopped attacking it, and then they started attacking it again, but they fucked off. Then they all attacked it, and then they decided to smash, the big stone figures. Someone said they had a bigger hammer than me. I got offended, and that was the game. So then it got into the second game. I don't remember the champions that much on the second game. Yeah, that's it. The Dragon Dildo. Lord have mercy.
I have a question. What
okay.
do you mean by he has a bigger hammer than you? What hammer do you own that's bigger than like? What kind of hammer do you own?
Ask
Do
Lily.
I own?
Ask Lily about it.
You haven't seen my hammer?
No.
I'll unlock you. Give me 2 seconds.
Wait, which hammer are we talking about? The one that Lily knows or the one that everyone knows?
It's the same thing, isn't it? Everyone knows my hammer. Hang on a minute. Incoming hammer.
So why
Yeah,
don't you,
okay.
so why don't you run us through game 2? What do you remember? Give us your
Again, I saw people hiding in bushes and kind of creeping. See, the things that they were doing, like if you'd done that in London, you'd probably get shot. Let's be honest. They were in a bush, fucking shaking left, right. So I was just like, okay, cool. Alcoholic guy just he came into camera and it was like, oh my god, yes, he's gonna do something, and then he just fucks off. Like you literally see him come into the fucking shot, and then he's like, nope, and just runs off. And then I saw them attack the Dragon Dildo thing again. But it was kind of weird because it was like they almost got it killed, and then Rocket couldn't keep Fnatic away, so then the Dragon Dildo started like healing itself. I was a bit like, oh, okay, so this dildo can fix itself up. That's awesome. That's great. That's fantastic. And then Fnatic just kind of shat all over Rocket, really. All I saw was Reckless was killing everyone, and then that's pretty much what I saw. That game was kind of a blur, to be perfectly honest. But all I remember was Alcoholic Guy, and that was it.
I'd say that's a pretty accurate summary of the game, honestly.
I mean, I think I should be casting, right?
Yeah, I actually agree. I think the next community 555 tournament we have LK casted.
Yeah, I think if we do a league tournament, we're definitely. Oh yeah, can you describe that image for me, please?
Which image? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, just run me through what you're seeing right now.
It looks like it looks like an armadillo fucking deer dragon thing. I have no idea. Try and guess its name. Bruh. I have no idea what the fuck its name was. Its name could have been fucking Daddy Hardshell or Daddy Clawhead. I don't fucking know what its name was. I have no idea.
Okay.
Like, honestly, no idea what the fuck that was called. But yeah, I don't even remember seeing him.
Actually, let's put off community questions for a second. Why don't you guys do me a favor and find some pictures of League of Legends champions, and let's get him to describe them. Let's send some pictures, and then we're gonna have LK describe what he's seeing. Come on, chat, do your work.
What the fuck is that? See, I have something, but it could come across as slightly offensive, but I'm just gonna say it anyway. That's why I imagine cats to look like when they come from Ireland.
What? Wait, that a picture?
Yeah.
He thinks Timo is an Irish cat.
I didn't even know we had cats in Ireland. What? Yeah.
So he looks like he's got like I don't know what the fuck what that is. It looks like a mix between a fucking flute and a fucking arrow quiver. So yeah, I'm gonna call him Cat Quiver Man.
Okay, second one. That's Urgot.
Oh my god, what the hell is that? It looks like Bane just stopped taking steroids and chopped his arm off and ate it. I have no idea what the fuck that is. I'm gonna call him Spider Bane.
That's Bane when he went to McDonald's with Dutch.
Basically, yeah. Oh my god, that's just called Emo Turtle. I don't care what anyone. That is Emo Turtle.
That's Rammus, yeah.
That's okay. Yeah, that's okay.
Next one.
Well, it's a werewolf with a metal claw with something going on in there. I don't know what the fuck that dog is doing. So I'm gonna call that like the Darth Vader of dogs because Darth Vader was missing an arm.
That's Warwick, yeah. Okay.
Darth Vader dog.
Okay, next one.
What the fuck is that? That's like when you have an argument with your missus and she's telling you to go sleep on the couch. I'm not even kidding. Like, that's just get out, sleep on the couch, kind of thing. Like, nah, that's just not even.
Okay, this is Frostas Irelia.
Right, so that's like Elsa in Frozen, but the 18-year-old version. I tap that.
Next one is Morgana.
Oh my god, what the? Okay, so are those her wings? What the hell are they on her back? I have no idea what that is, but I'd still tap that. I'm gonna call her fucking Dark Elf Stabby. I have no idea. Oh, what? Oh, okay, what is that?
That's Zach.
His name's Zach.
Yeah, his name's Zach. He reminds me of you sometimes.
That's Zach.
Yeah.
I swear to God, that's Mr. Blobby's dad. I swear to God, that's Mr. Blobby's dad.
Remember Mr. Blobby?
Oh god, the monstrosity that's Mr. Blobby.
Okay, that guy is basically me. He's got the hair.
Oh, you're likening yourself to Draven then.
He reminds me of Kratos, but with hair. Kratos never had hair from God of War. Looks like he's actually stabbing Kratos. So I'm going to call him Greek. Well, Kratos was Greek. I'm just going to call him 20th century Kratos. And then you. What the fuck is that?
That's Arcade Misfortune.
Arcade Misfortune. That just looks like every single like. That looks like one of those fucking anime chicks. That just literally was what she looks like, but you know, some kind of like guy that you imagine sitting in his basement. That looks like his dream. So I'm just gonna call her basically every single booby streamer on Twitch. That's that right there.
Okay, the next one's an anime picture. We can ignore that one.
Okay. I have no idea. I'm just gonna say Emo Ninja.
Correct.
Okay, so that's base. Wait, is that a chick or is that a dude? I can see a nipple. That's a dude. Okay, so that looks like Death's son. Or basically, if like Death had a bastard son and he just didn't want to admit it, that's him.
That's Kane, yeah.
Oh my god, Mona Lisa attached.
Okay, next one is Sona.
I'm gonna call her Slash, but the female version, so Slasher. She looks like she's jamming on a guitar. That's Mr. Blobby.
This one's Vel'Koz.
Right, I'm just gonna call him. Oh fuck, no, that would have been a bit too bad. I'm just gonna call him My Lost Testicle because he just looks like a bollock that's been ripped off.
That's interesting.
I have both my bollocks, just so you know.
Next one's Rek'Sai.
I'm just gonna call that Syphilis. He looks like what I personify syphilis to be.
Next one is Yasuo.
I'm gonna call him Hanzo, but with better hair.
Next one's Hecarim.
Hiccup? What?
Hecarim.
Hecarim. What is he? Part horse, part demon. Oh, there you go. That's his name, He-Man.
Okay, next one is Camille.
Camille. What the fuck happened to her legs? What the fuck happened to her legs? I mean, okay, so she's got like a bit of string. I don't know if that's attached to her body or not. So I can imagine, like, you know, Woody from Toy Story? That's his chick. He kind of cheated on Jessie with her because, you know, she's got a string. Then you've got, what the fuck is that? Oh, he's got a chick on his shoulder.
That's his bird, definitely. She doesn't look panicked at all, as you can see.
Oh, that's a Crab God, I think. Is that what you're...
Yeah,
what's his name?
Argot.
Zombie Crab. Yeah, so basically, I'm gonna call him. Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck that is. I'm gonna call him. I don't know. Pinchy, because it suits him. Then you've got some chick with a bow and arrow.
That's Ash.
That's Ash.
Yeah.
I have an ex called Ash, so slut. Next.
Next one's Riven.
Riven.
Yeah.
Cloud. She looks like Cloud.
Next one's Narcissus.
No, that's Anubis, man. Don't what is this? No copyright? So Anubis? What the fuck? Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
say Anubis when he has diarrhea. Oh my god.
Lollipoppy.
That's every child ever. Like they all look demonic. Look at that face. She's like, see this lollipop? I'm gonna shove it up your ass. Yeah, that's satanic. Oh, fuck that shit. If I saw that kid in my room, like anywhere, like in my room, down the street, I would run. I would set wherever that was on fire. I don't care. That thing is demonic. Looks like one of those troll dolls.
Which one are you on the green? Green? Big giant green muscle lady?
Yeah, green
That's
muscle lady.
that's a yaoi. A yaoi.
Okay, so anyone watch Game of Thrones?
Yep.
That's Khal Draga. That's a guy taking his shit from HTK.
The next one's Caitlyn. She uses the fuzzy cuffs at home.
Fuzzy cuffs.
She likes a bit of fuzzy cuffs. She's a cop.
Oh, really? I'm gonna call her my next appointment. Oh my god. Okay, so the next picture. This looks like to me someone's. So the guy on the right is like the youngest child. Okay, the one on the right is the older brother who's just a little shit, and like the person behind him is like his mom. So she beats the young one because the older one's just ugly as fuck and he's angry as shit. So she just lets him do whatever. But the young one always gets the bollocking for it. So I'm just gonna call that angry mom.
That's York as well.
What the fuck is that? What, the shark? Yeah.
Oh, the shark. No, what's Fizz? That's Fizz.
Fizz.
But he's the smart guy for trading. The shark doesn't have a name. The shark has no name.
Why doesn't the shark have a name?
Fuck rat. That's why. I don't love the shark.
Well, I'm calling it Bruce. You got a problem with that?
Bruce.
Damn right. Does that not look like a Bruce?
I don't know, honestly. I didn't really looked at the shark and just said, damn, that's a fine Bruce,
And then the little guy with the trident, I don't know. I'm just gonna call him. I don't know.
That's
Fizz. I call him the flippy fish,
Flippy fish. No, that's like Nemo for puberty. And then you've got
this one, by the way, it's actually York. Only he went to the gym, so.
Okay, the thing that I have to ask when the picture loads, see that mouth that's open? That's coming from his crotch, isn't it?
No, but we'll pretend it is, yes.
Yep, I'm gonna call him Demon Dick. What the fuck is it? Oh my god, that looks like? So I can imagine like one of these like crazy weird films, like Alice in Wonderland. She goes through like the rabbit's hole, blah blah. That tree looks like he's gonna touch her inappropriately. And like the little wolves and shit are just like looking at her, just like what the fuck.
Favorite
like,
color is green.
Okay, then under that you've got.
That was Ivan, by the way. This is Jin.
No. Jin.
Yeah, Jin.
He looks like he needs to drink a few more, man. Jesus Christ, what the fuck happened to him? Is that a shotgun in his hand?
It's a sniper rifle, yes.
Actually, no. What's that on his shoulder?
That is a cannon. It's like a shoulder mount for a sniper rifle, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna call him Quasi for Quasimodo. And then you've got.
This one's Maokai.
What the fuck is that? Why is this? What's he doing to the little cabbages? What the fuck? Why is this guy abusing cabbages?
Rip cabbages in 2017, dude.
What the fuck? I'm actually kind of upset. Why is he abusing cabbages? I'm gonna call him Treebeard.
You should see them on steroids. The cabbages are not nice when they go on steroids.
Okay, so then you have
This is Carthus.
Cockfist.
Yes, Corkfist.
Oh, okay.
What is his actual name?
It's Carthus.
Don't listen to Rookie. He knows nothing about this game. He hasn't even played on a daily basis. It's called Cockfist.
Yeah, Cockfist. That suits it. Look, he's got a cock in one hand and he's making a fist with the other. So yeah, I'll work with that. Right, that is okay. You know what I said earlier about the demon child?
Yeah,
That's Annie.
Is Annie okay? Because what the fuck is that? What the fuck? So she's getting a fucking teddy bear and turning it into some fucking
demon shit.
Why would you do Annie? What the fuck? Poor fucking teddy bear. I'm gonna call Wednesday from the Addams Family because she looks like a psycho bitch.
Okay,
What-
and then we
what?
have Vladimir.
Vladimir. What, like Sukabliet Rushby Vladimir? What the fuck is he? What is
Yeah.
that in his hand? I feel sorry
It's
for him if he ever had to like scratch his nuts, had an itch down there, man. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Yeah, it looks like he's getting off to that thing that's coming out of his ass. So I'm just gonna call him Blood Ass, because why not?
This one's Bard.
Bod.
And he's the best champion in the game, just for reference.
That's the best champion in the game.
Yep, he needs nerfed. He's too broken. He's picking ban 100%, definitely. I'm not telling lies at all. Yep, but he is the best champion in the game historically.
Is it because he's wearing Iron Man headphones?
No, it's because he's a fucking magical space whale, and the only noise he makes is like happy. I don't know how you describe our Bard's noises. Like someone like Bard audio. Like I actually don't know how you describe it.
I don't know, man. That's like Gimli, but he got a bit of magic from Gandalf afterwards.
Oh yeah, you're damn right.
So Gimdalf. There you go, Gimdalf.
The next one, the purple guy is Mundo, Dr. Mundo.
That looks like me after I've gone to the gym and I need some food. That literally looks like me after I've gone to the gym. He's got the hair, he's got the long tongue. Yeah, that's definitely me after I've gone to the gym.
Yeah,
This
that
guy
Lily,
is-
the long tongue.
Yeah, man, I got a very long tongue.
The next one is Swin.
Clearly. Swin.
Swin.
Well, he's got a cane, so I'm gonna call him Bird Toucher because they're being molested and he's watching.
Well, he's got a cane. He's got a cane like you because of his old age.
Right. See how much pain those birds are in. You want to join them?
The next one is Arcade Ori.
Well, she's a gamer, so I like this one. But wait, has she got a fucking tail?
Yes.
She's got 9 tails.
Okay, Ninetales. There you go, from Pokemon, but personified. Oh, actually, she's called Vulpix. Aw, she's cute.
Olaf. He's like a Viking. I guess.
Olaf.
Olaf.
Okay, Olaf. That works. Olaf Meister. Because why not, right?
The Stegan guy, like him, he engraves a cigar. He's a wise man.
Wait. Oh. What the fuck? Yo, he's compensating for something.
That's Graves.
He's legit compensating for saying, "What the? Why would you have a gun that big and like fucking yeah?" He's compensating for saying, man. I'm gonna call him. I don't know. I need a name that kind of suits him. Cause like
I'm thinking
Don't-
okay.
nah, man. Cause like saying like that, you don't need that. Guarantee he's like pretty shit to play as well.
He's kind of Russian. He says, "Drop AVP and rush B."
You know what? Just because, wait a minute. So carries a gun, overcompensates for something. Shit hair. He's Donald Trump. That's my decision.
Fair enough. Respect. The next one's Katarina.
Katarina. Is that a tail or is that just part of her outfit?
It's just part of her outfit.
Yeah. I'm gonna call her my
But-
ex-girlfriend.
That's what he wants Lily to wear. Go out and buy that. He's hinting.
I didn't say that, but you know, Lily, you are still here, so yeah. We got Kermit on a bad day.
That is Chugaf.
Chilgov.
Chugaf. Like,
What's a really British name? Steve. He's called Steve.
Steve. Fair enough. Paid by Steve.
What the fuck is that?
That's Evelyn. She
Yo.
killed that man by raping him to death. So,
Oh my gosh, she sounds like my kind of woman. Y'all ever watch Yu-Gi-Oh?
yes.
That's Dark Magician go after her and Dark Magician got a divorce. Oh, look at it.
Don't bring up Yu-Gi-Oh in front of Pope, okay? Let's move on quickly.
You'll really trigger Dutch.
The next one's Nar.
Next one's not,
Aw, I know why he's called Nar, because look how cute he is. I'm gonna call him Fluffy. Aw, look at it. Look at his face. Guarantee that he'd like rip my testicles off just because he would. Because he's a little shit.
Wait till you see the next picture of him.
What the fuck is that?
That's him.
Well, he's also got to be called Bruce. Bruce Banner, the Hulk.
That's Nor. Yeah, that's what Nor is. Pretty much, he gets angry and turns into that.
There we have Genji. Right there.
That's Zed.
That's Zed. That's Genji from Overwatch.
Oh, someone out there has just got triggered by that statement. Someone. The next one is Elise.
Oh my god! What the? Is that fucking bug looking at her vagina?
Better, and yes, it's actually the dead body, but it's right below her, but she's sitting on top of.
Oh, I've just seen. Oh, okay. Oh wow. Well, I'm just gonna call her pervert because that thing is looking at her vagina, and she's like, yeah, everyone's looking at my vagina. I don't give a shit. So I'm gonna. What's her really like slutty name? Stacy. That's her name. Her name's Stacy.
His mama's got it going on, dude.
Oh, she was so hot, dude. How hot was Stacy's mom in that video?
I can't even. I'm gonna go look now. Hold on.
What?
I haven't looked in a long time.
Oh my god. So here we have Satan's wife, Satana. Yep. Brilliant.
That's still Elise.
Here we have. What the fuck is?
That's a Meenu.
What is he waiting for his mum to come pick him up from Toys R Us because he's lost? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, pretty much that's his actual lore. Why not?
Nah, that's just weird. Oh, Jet Li.
That's Lee Sin. That's all Tiro right now.
Jet Weaver.
I just want to know why he's got like a really, really tight braid on his head, man. That shit's got to hurt.
It's all Terror in the mountains right now, with the monks.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna move on. Fuck that.
This is the last one. This is Zillion.
That looks like Gandalf after he's not been laid in a while. Yeah, so Gandalf the Frustrated. That's probably his name.
Okay, so that's probably the end of League of Legends with LK, the expert.
The mechanical based.
So now we're going to move into the very, very last part, which is the community questions. I have to get going after this, so we're going to fly through these. So first question is from Mad Scott. Well, he actually has two for you. First one, how do you manage to play CS:GO and be the lead singer on Papa Roach at the same time?
Simple, man. You just kind of you sing, and then while you're on tour going to the next city, you just play it on your laptop.
Next question from Mad Scott was, when did you start playing CS:GO and realize that you were good at it? How did you manage to be that good?
I'm good at CS:GO. What the fuck? I played CS:GO in 2012, pretty much just well, as soon as it came out. But my friend gave it to me, so I would have had a lot more. I was probably about 3,500. And when I realized that I was okay at the game, probably about 2013. Yeah, 2013 when I mastered how to spray.
Okay, this one's from Sylvan. How do you manage to play CS:GO without getting bored?
Every game of CS:GO is different. The way you play is different. The way you think is different. And, you know, for me, every game is different in the aspect of that I'm always learning, and I still feel that I've nowhere near reached my peak. I think I'm at about 20% of my potential. And I think that, you know, being 41, maybe I'll be able to get into a team as the oldest pro player at some point. Who knows? Maybe I can even take over if someone in Fnatic leaves.
I don't think they're hiring 41-year-olds, man. I'm sorry.
Pakistan, yeah.
Okay, next question is from Yannicka. What's it like performing on stage in front of thousands of people?
Oh, man, it's the best feeling in the world. I love it. I mean, it's great. Like, I've seen chicks like flash themselves before. I've seen, you know, people crowd surfing, people grabbing my hands. It's just amazing. People singing my songs, you know, it's dope. Like, y'all go out there and just buy my records and, you know, come meet me VIP, and then we'll all drink and party and all that kind of good stuff, you know. It's fucking sick.
Okay, next question from Wolfie. How did you become a mod?
How did I become a mod? I just was really active. I spoke to everyone, showed a lot of respect, asked people if they needed help, and overall just tried to diffuse any kind of situations that I could see were kind of going to be an issue, and also try and start conversations and not bash other people's opinions, but more like take into consideration and do it into a way that doesn't cause an argument. And then I slid into your DMs.
Okay, next one's from X Pendulum.
Mhm.
Why are Dele Alli and Ericsson so much better than any Arsenal player in midfield and attack?
Much better in midfield and attack. Are they talking in general? Or I'm going to say that he's talking general. My response to that is Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. Like,
But he thinks that Dele Alli and Ericsson are much better.
really? Okay, well, Ericsson is clearly so much better because of, all I need to say is look at the trophies they've won. Just, yeah, Messi and Ronaldo, like the amount of Champions League trophies they've won, and Spurs haven't won a trophy in 10 years. So I think that kind of, makes up for it.
Okay, so the next one is from Walshy. I guess he wants this advice from you later with Arya.
Okay.
How did you lose your virginity?
Okay, so I was on holiday in Cyprus. No, I was on holiday in Cyprus, and it was a really, really shit holiday. Like, I couldn't really do anything. I didn't know the country. I didn't know anything that well. Oh, ask your mom. That's so deep. And basically, I met this family. They were like, "What are you doing tonight?" And they had 2 daughters. They're like, "You should go out with them. They're going to a phone party tomorrow night." So okay, fuck it. Anyway, went out, got to the phone party, started dancing with the chick. She got drunk, I got drunk. She was a little bit older than me. I'm not going to say how old. She got, she was like all over me. She started kissing me. We went back to the hotel complex, realized, fuck, we're sharing, I've got my mum in our hotel room and she's got her parents. So we did it in the pool and that was pretty much it.
You did it in the pool?
Yeah.
Well, should you take Arya to a pool then? Moral of the story. Just find a pool. That's all I've taken from this story. Just find a pool.
Yeah, just find a pool, make sure you can dance, and yeah, so yeah, pretty much it feels pretty good.
I think Stan has a pool by his castle, so maybe just...
Isn't that where he takes his sheep?
Well, we don't want to tell them that. Yeah, it may not be great with you, but,
Oh, spicy.
Just put it there, Yannico. He said not with you, so I think he's kind of hinting that him and Miss Columbia, did the dance.
In the pool, yeah, she enjoyed it, definitely.
The dance with no pants.
Yes, that's actually all the questions that we got in, because I don't think people had many questions for you. I got all the good ones in. That's what it is. But anyone's got last chance in the chat to ask him questions, please do. Last 5 minutes. X Pendulum has one.
Oh no.
Will you be casting the next League of Legends tournament? Yes, he will. I'll answer that for you.
Fuck yeah. Worst CSGO.
Yeah, worst CSGO experience from Dylan.
God, that's quite difficult. Worst CSGO experience? Probably the grind from LE to LEM and kept on getting troll teams, and then I ended up asking some friends to play with me, and then I got to global. So that was it. I was at the point where I was getting frustrated. So maybe that, or when Olaf got injured, and I felt like I was losing my friend because he was getting a little bit sad. Yeah, if you put the time and effort into it, why the hell not? I guess. Favorites. Let's go, Matt. Cash. Has to be Cash.
When are you coming to watch LCS live from Matt Scott?
Is that going to be like a Fnatic Discord thing? Because I'm down for that.
I mean, they live stream it at the bunker, but the problem is that the shop closes halfway through the games because it's so late.
I'll speak to someone and see if we can. We might be able to speak to someone, get them to keep it open, right?
Yeah, but we'd have to, there's no promises, but we can ask.
Yeah.
Favorite weapon from Sylvan?
Favorite weapon, AK.
Yeah, it seems to be the end of people's questions, I think. Snuffle, wait, when is this? Oh yeah, this is a good one. Would League of Legends be a game you would consider getting into? From Dylan.
Probably not, for the simple reason that I watched the game earlier and it seemed like too many mechanics. And with CS:GO, I think, without trying to sound big-headed, I think I'm at a point where I'm pretty comfortable playing it, and I would love to try and take it a little bit more seriously, because CS:GO is somewhat my job. There is another aspect to it, but I want to obviously be known on stage rather than someone that does a little bit of background work. Would you play Quake? Never tried it, so I'd give it a go.
How was your experience on the talk show? And was it to be expected, or did it go differently as planned? From Alexia.
I thought it was sick. I didn't realize that I could kind of talk to people and they wouldn't fall asleep, so that was always good. I actually thought I was going to get grilled a lot harder. Like, come on, guys. I know you could ask some deeper questions of that, but I think I got away pretty scot-free, to be honest.
So we didn't want to put people off. That's all.
The PG-13 rating, right? I'm gonna just wait till your DMs later, dude. You're gonna be fried.
Yeah, we could have gone worse, but it was just a deliberate choice not to. This is more about a comfortable experience for you, since you're a newer person.
Yeah. Would you play COD 4 Pro mod? Yes, in a heartbeat, definitely.
So yeah, on round 2 Electric Boogaloo, he'll be fried. Don't worry, dude.
Well, this is a question actually that's a good one. After Sylvan's, of course, but what questions did you expect?
Oh, geez. What questions did I expect? That is, I was expecting some more kind of like, what pros do you know? How do you know them? Can I speak to X player? Have you ever, can I have this person's number?
No, definitely not. We're not asking those questions.
So how many pros have you seen naked in the shower?
How did you react when they shut down the Club Penguin servers by Sylvan? I know that Hope's mum probably upset because she doesn't think they can fly anymore.
No, that was literally for like Club Penguin was what kept them going, the plane fights going. You know, it was actually the backing for it. So it was. Mm-hmm. So yeah, she's pretty upset about that.
I mean, when they shut down Club Penguin, man, I was in a dark place. I had voices in my head, and they were just telling me, you need to avenge the Penguins, and it was tough. I had to go to therapy for it, man.
Okay, so we're gonna have Stan's question. Would you rather have no legs or no arms?
No legs. Wait, when you say no legs, like, do I have like, do I have thighs, or is it just like, kind of like my crutch and that's it?
I would assume that if you have, we'll just say that you don't have any thighs either. So basically,
yeah, I'd probably still say arms, because with the arms, like, you can do a lot of your arms. Like, I couldn't be one of these guys that like styles their hair with their feet.
You would walk on your ass.
No, man. Have you ever seen Sebulba from Star Wars? Anyone seen Sebulba from Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yes, that's how I'd walk around.
Okay, this is the last question. I did ask Lily to come up with one, but I think she'll save that for a maybe private situation. But Sylvan's asking, when is your next date with her?
As soon as she comes to fucking London, so the ball's in her court.
There you go. There you have it, guys. That's his answer. Okay, so that should wrap up. Wrap up. God, that should be the end of
sorry.
community.
Wait.
Wait.
Sorry, wait. So whenever you say "have no legs," do you mean kind of like this? Like that's what I imagine, only about the spring on it, like a toy in Toy Story. Kind of like that. Like that's kind of what I imagine it to be, honestly. Whenever you say "have no legs," just
So you're imagining having a spring up your ass. What the
Yeah.
fuck kind of kicky shit are you into?
well, I don't even have an arse, dude. Like I'm into a torso and arms.
Okay, so Yannika's got a good question. This will be the last one. Okay, why aren't you going to her? Why don't you go down to the Isle of Wight to surprise her?
Okay, I don't actually have a problem with going to see her, but I think she likes the idea of what there is to do in London, and she likes the fact that there's so much to do there. Whereas I think she's kind of lived on the island for so long that she doesn't like what's there, or she doesn't see that it has a lot of stuff that she can do. So obviously, like in London, you know, if she wants to try drinking, I know a few good bars. If she wants to go out, like
Yeah,
No,
she could
no,
still
no.
she could still show you around things that are and places that are important to her.
all right, hold on a second. Are we still recording?
Yes.
We are, aren't we? Right. 1 second. You motherfucker, you're trying to show me up on this fucking talk show. If you wanted me to fucking come down, why didn't you fucking tell me to fucking come down? I'll fucking go down and fucking show you it, yeah? Fuck's sake. Why the fuck would you try and do it to a fucking talk show? I mean, yeah, I'd totally be down for coming down.
I mean, to be in her defense, Yannicka actually asked the question. So if you want to blame someone, blame him.
See, I can't blame him because he's my boss, so I can't really.
Hey, you see how I talk to him? Just go for it, man. Don't let him scare you.
Well, in that case, Yannicka, you motherfucker, I will fucking come up there and I will beat the fucking shit out of you, fam. Don't worry
Bring
about
the
it.
chair,
Don't
bring
watch
the
this.
chair.
I will come straight up there. You motherfucker, come down to fucking London, yeah? And I'll show you. I will get a fucking Toblerone from Pound and shove up your ass. 60 quid's worth of Toblerone up your ass is gonna fucking hurt, bruv. I will fuck you up.
Joe, it's very awkward. You cut out whenever you said "come" for me, so it just sounded like I'm gonna come, and then just cut out.
This is just this is the most incredible thing ever. Best ending I've ever had.
1v1, bro.
Well,
It is
best
the
ending
two.
without Colombia, but oh well. Anyway, okay, this was the second episode of the talk show with Pope and Loki on Fridays. Thank you all for coming. Really appreciate having you on here. Okay.
It's cool, man. Loved it.
Thank you for coming to Pope. I know you haven't been feeling well, but it's really nice having you here.
No problem.
So that should conclude everything. But I do think that LK is running some CSGO games after this. So if anyone wants to join him, head over to the CSGO chat and you can sort something out. I'm going to have dinner because I haven't eaten and it's about 11 o'clock. And my family's been harassing me for hours to come eat. So, but I sacrificed this for you guys, the viewers. Next guest should be, well, I did have a couple of names in mind, so maybe we can do something different this week and you can vote for the next guest. How about we do that? So we'll have, I had Stan, Hawkey, and Uno in mind for my next guest. So someone make a straw poll.
Damn, that's a tough choice.
But yeah, you guys can vote for who you want to see next. I'll do my best to make it happen. I did actually plan to have Stan this week, but he was busy with family. So I do want to have him on here eventually. It will happen. Also, I was thinking of Snuffle as well. Just go through the moderators first. Don't want to get you too excited, but I do think that Empress would be down. eventually.
Oh wow.
The LOL team manager. He won't be next, but he will be. Yeah, can you add Snuffle to that straw poll? Sorry, Sylvan. So yeah, we will be having him on as well eventually, but obviously it will be on his time, not ours, because obviously he's a busy guy. So Empress may be on. Anyway, thank you guys for coming. Hope you enjoyed it. This was recorded, so if you want to go back to it, feel free to. Any closing remarks, Pope or LK?
Do we say MVP now, or do we discuss it and then throw it in there?
Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot about that. Yeah, MVP. So who do you guys think? I usually let the guests choose. So
Gone Pope.
Oh wait, am I guessed? I'm hitting Mad Scott with it, like you know.
yeah, okay. You're thinking Matt Scott. What do you think?
Yeah, the comments he was coming out with were just insane. So Mad Scott, I know it sounds really biased, but yeah, 100%.
Yeah, to be honest, as soon as he made that one comment, I just thought someone has to top this or else. But I don't think anyone did. So I think yeah, Matt Scott for sure. Congratulations, Matt Scott. You are the MVP for the second week. Well done. I don't know what your prize is because that's something for Uno to sort out, not me. I didn't even come up with the MVP idea. I just picked them. Don't shoot the messenger. We need to actually get Kaiwade.
That was my idea, by the way. Just gonna say.
Oh, okay. Was your idea? I don't know. Hawkey's here. Anyway, so I don't really have anything to say, to be honest. Just CSGO with LK. I'm also thinking of having other guests as well going down later down the line. If you feel that I'm not actually inviting you, please forgive me. It's not personal. It's just because I'm going with people that I'm familiar with. So it's okay. I didn't know how else to put it. Sirens. I'm sorry. So people that may not be as well known to me, I guess, if that's one way of putting it. It's because I'm still learning. So is Pope. We're still getting used to this. So it's easier to do this with people that we know. So it's not anything bad. Like I don't hate you or something. So like Sylvan, I'll have you on further down the line eventually, for instance. It's not like I don't want to invite you, for instance. So obviously, please be patient. We will have you on eventually. But yeah, I'm really happy that you guys have yeah, I'm really happy that you guys have come on and listened. I appreciate it. If you have any feedback, please message me. Don't message Pope because he's still recovering, aren't you, Pope?
Yep.
And he may not be down for the next couple of weeks. It just depends on how he's feeling. Yeah, please wish Pope well.
Thank you very much, Ken, people.
Yeah, if you have, we'll announce the next guest on the Wednesday or Thursday. When we do, please PM me your questions for them as well as your feedback for this, if you have any. And yeah, have a good night, guys. Thank you very much.
Have a nice evening. Thank you again, guys.
Peace.